to The Horror Returns. I am Lance, and with me, as always, are my co-hosts Brian and Philip. And we got Doctor Who himself is here, Matt Smith, I think. Is that right?
That's right, all the way from the UK.
Did you bring the TARDIS?
I did.
Okay.
Somewhere in the map. Don't know what that was.
All right, we got Matt Wood from Eternal Darkness of Not So Spotless Minds.
Well done.
And
right.
and multiple DJ gigs. I guess you're still doing that.
Yeah, I am. It's
all right.
Slowed down a little bit just because of COVID and stuff. But yeah, I'm still getting out there, doing a few gigs occasionally. But yeah, keeping people rocking.
Good deal, man. What's coming up on Eternal Darkness? What do you guys have planned next?
Well, I had a bit of bad news. My mother passed away back in the end of October. So basically, I didn't watch anything, and especially horror. It's weird. You just don't want to watch anything along those lines at all. And I sort of said to Kay, look, is it okay just kind of have a bit of a break for a couple of months just so I can get my head sorted? And she was cool. And yeah, so we didn't do anything for sort of November and December. But I was still keen to get back on, back in the game. And we did our end of year, list, top tens and stuff.
Sure.
Which
had to do that.
Yeah, you got to do that. I mean, it's the best show of the year. So yeah, I was very determined to get on with that and do that. So we've done that, and then we're actually recording tomorrow. So back to back.
Good timing,
which is good. So yeah, so we're getting back into the game and doing stuff again. So yeah, it's all good.
And
it's all good.
And what films are you covering tomorrow?
Kate's choice is The Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
I just watched that not too long ago. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's really good. I mean, it's
great
holes and
great cast, though.
Yeah, really good cast.
Same director that did Dune, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was her choice. And my choice pre-2000s was Lucio Fulci's A Cat in the Brain. Cat in my brain? Cat in the brain. I was getting confused.
You ever seen that one, Brian?
No, but I'm putting it on the list so I can be ready for the episode.
All right. We'll prep for it.
If you're a fan of Fulci,
Cat in the Brain,
Fulci, it's just his insane craziness, gore, full Italian, head squashing chainsaws. Yeah, really good. If you like your gore effects, perfect. So
okay, cool. Yeah, it's Don and Nelly would know that one for sure. Who else is really? Oh, Duncan McLeish would be really familiar with that one.
Yeah, he's seen that one as well.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you know how we start, man. I know it's about 2 a.m. where you are or something like that. So appreciate you being a trooper.
11 p.m.
Hey,
so
you don't have to pull the curtain back too far. I was trying to create an ambiance.
Well, we're good. It's past the bedtime.
The booze is rolling, so we're all good.
All right.
Make sure you're nice and hungover for tomorrow.
You'll be all right. What's your cool of the week, man? Or we might do cool of the year for you because as you were reminding us, you haven't been on in a while.
Well, it's weird. Yeah, end of last year didn't watch much. This year I've been going full guns for new releases. I thought, right, I've been really keen to watch stuff. So I've watched about 30 2023 releases so far.
Nice.
So it's pretty good going. And one of those is Project Wolf Hunting. Any of you guys seen that?
Watched it the other day.
I did it. Yeah. So this is a South Korean film. I think it's Kim. I don't know. I was about to say Kim Jong-il.
I was going to say Kim Jong-un, but
jeez.
If it was his movie, it'd be the only movie they're watching over there.
Right. Mandatory attendance.
Kim Hong-sun, I think.
Glorious leader.
let's not go down that route. I'd like to apologize to our North Korean listeners.
I think it's okay to make fun of North Korea, just like I think it's okay to make fun of Nazis, as we're going to do in the trailer park tonight.
Absolutely. Anyway, back to this. It's basically prisoners of war being transported from the Philippines, I believe, to South Korea. And I don't want to say too much, but let's just say they managed to escape these sort of bloody, violent killers. And then they run into something which is also being transported at the same time. And it's basically like a South Korean Terminator, I would say.
Interesting.
But I don't because it's new.
Oh wow!
I don't want to say much else other than it is bloody gory.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
It's full on. The gore's really. I mean, it's just everywhere. I mean, think of what's the one? The virus one that came out last year. Is in my bloody top 10 as well.
Yeah, the zombie one.
The sadness.
Yeah,
the sadness.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
it's that
Korea's
kind of
coming out
level
with
of
some shit lately.
Yeah, it's that level of goriness. So it's pretty full on.
Okay.
So that's excellent. So I highly recommend you watch that. That's one, and the other one actually is an old one. Is Shawshank Redemption, which I'm sure everybody's
Never
It's
heard
one of my all-time favorites.
It's we were up in the Lake District, me and the family, and me and wife said, "Oh, let's just whack this on and sit by the fire and watch this." And what a great film! Just bliss. Just what it is. It's one of my all-time faves too. So that's cool of the week. Not so cool. Now, everybody's been laying into this film, and rightly so, because it's fucking shit. I started watching Skinamarink ages ago.
Oh my god.
And I had to stop and then start and stop, and I stopped. And eventually I just stopped completely. I thought, look, I've got to see what this is all about. So I was told to turn off the lights, whack up the sound, like really whack up the sound. And there was no one else in the house.
Right.
Which created a bit of a better ambiance, but it's still fucking shit.
It still sucks.
It's so fucking boring.
I haven't tried it yet.
Really, you got to prepare yourself because it's slow. Nothing really happens.
And it's only an hour and 15 minutes.
Isn't it,
Brian?
No, you would
think
that. No,
like
you would
3
think.
hours,
you would think it feels like it. It might have felt longer for Matt since he had to keep stopping it and coming back to it.
Right.
Well,
like
I had to leave it for 2 weeks, literally. Right, I'm gonna have to start again and go from the top. But it is. I mean, I appreciate what the director was going for, but it's not one for me. I need things to happen in my films.
Yeah, the idea was there. It just makes something happen. Yeah, that
exactly.
idea.
The concept is there. Just the utilization was just a bit shit. So
right.
I was
not to cut you off, Matt, but I was thinking maybe this would work if it was like a 20-minute VR kind of experience.
Absolutely.
Kind of put you in that atmosphere because they really try to play off of that fear you had as a kid of the darkness and hearing things and what you might think is out there. But
absolutely.
A full-length feature is no.
Yeah, a short would have done it, I think, and even then it would have been a struggle. So if you haven't watched it, I mean, look, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum, but try it and see what you think. But for me, I know already it's going to be in my bottom 5.
Well, everybody I've personally heard talk about it has not had great things to say about it. It was it's all basically that reaction right there.
I think you almost have to watch it just based on how much it's been talked about, because there actually is people that love this movie.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I don't know about love. I mean, people that love it.
They're out there.
Are they? They're out there.
Critics.
Yeah,
critics.
they might be hate listening right now, cussing us out right now.
Oh God, could be. We might get
Let's
some
hope
mail.
Both of them.
So that's me.
All
Not
right.
bad.
I'll jump in. Okay, so I went ahead and got Screenbox
Okay.
because I was watching
Brian, this is gonna be a long night.
because I wanted to watch that one that Brian you were talking about where they
The Outwaters.
the Outwaters. Yes, so I watched that and it's definitely fucking weird.
Yes.
And I think I like where they were going with it, but there was like too much shit you can't see. You know what I mean?
Did you really? Did you enjoy the little tiny circle of light that was going
Yeah.
all? Okay.
That shit pissed me off. Like by the end of the movie, I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. And then I started watching another movie that was doing that same concept, and I turned it off. I was like, all right, I've had enough of that.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
like not
Yeah.
being able to see what's going on.
Not your favorite, huh?
Aside from that, I think it was a cool concept.
Mhm.
I don't know what was happening. I guess he got trapped in an alternate dimension, some kind of time loop thing.
I watched a video. Spoilers for anybody. Just kind of skip ahead a couple minutes. The guy, he came up with a theory that the loud booming sounds
Mm-hmm.
were actually an alien invasion going on in the background.
Oh wow. Did you get?
Like
didn't get that at all, Philip?
No.
That's
Like
our
everything they were
resident
hearing
alien guy.
and experiencing was they were in the midst of an alien invasion. That's what all the loud booming sounds was in the background.
Huh.
That is strange.
I mean,
okay.
I don't know. The guy was it was one of those videos. I think it was titled like an idiot's opinion on the movie or something. But when he said that, I was like, well, that kind of would make sense to some things going on, but
Right.
there was a
Well,
lot in the movie you kind of get lost on.
Yeah, I think it was definitely alien related, but it was also like time space rift.
Mm-hmm.
String theory, maybe.
Something along those lines. Like,
I'm reading a book on string theory now, Philip.
Are you?
I told you I was gonna get around to it. Yeah.
there you
It's
go.
could be a chore, guys, but
It's a weird concept. And then so I got on this Screenbox kick and I watched
nice.
a found footage thing on Bigfoot that also turned out to be aliens. It was
Cool. What was it called?
Something about Bigfoot. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was on Screenbox. It has Bigfoot in the title.
Man, it was called something about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Was it kind of
It's a
shot
great
like?
title.
Was it kind of shot like documentary style?
No, it's sort of. It's like it's found footage, and
okay.
they go out to prove the existence of Bigfoot, and then weird shit starts happening. Like there's a whole maybe colony of Bigfoots out there.
Probably
Bigfoot
is.
colony. Interesting. This sounds great.
And they're supposed to so the story goes they're supposed to be protecting humans from these other beings, which is what they end up with at the end of the movie.
Are they in a cabin?
Yes, out in the middle of the woods.
Actually, with most Bigfoot.
Well, most Bigfoot movies.
They go to visit this crazy
Was it bigger
old
than
man.
a bread box?
They're like making a documentary. They go to visit this crazy old man. He's telling them all about it, but they paid him a bunch of money because he says he has proof of Bigfoot, like a body.
Huh. Was it the Bobcat Goldthwait directed one?
I don't know.
There is one.
Is there?
Yeah. Is it called Exists?
No.
No, I think he
I've
did.
seen that one.
I think he did Willow Creek.
Willow Creek. Is it called Willow Creek?
No, it's got Bigfoot in the title.
Oh my God. Are we out of our 20 questions yet, guys?
The Bigfoot tapes?
Yes.
The Bigfoot tapes.
I think that's it.
Boom. You got it.
And then sticking with Screenbox, I watched Prey, where this kid, it's a
not that
stupid
Prey
fucking. So this kid's dad gets killed at the beginning of the movie, right? And it's like a childhood trauma. And so he's like in some sort of program for problem kids. And so they stick him on a fucking island and let him survive for a few days by himself, because that sounds like a great idea.
Sure.
Like straight up Naked and Afraid style.
His own kid, he did that too?
No, the dad's dead. This is like some group for troubled children, and that's how they solve their fucking problems.
This is a Blumhouse movie, so the budget was low on this one. Huh?
Yeah, the budget was definitely low.
Lower than Skinamarink?
These are gonna get progressively worse. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ouch.
But so he's on this island, and he runs across this. He's like I don't know, 17-year-old kid, and he runs across a girl that's like the same age, some random chick on the island who says she lives there. Turns out she was from a missionary group a way long time ago, and her mom lived there, and there's a demon somewhere along the way.
Huh.
Anyway, it's not a great movie, but it's at least interesting. I like the concept.
I found the Bigfoot, the Lost Coast tapes.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
And
adding it to my queue.
it wasn't bad. I mean, it's cheesy and it's stupid,
yeah.
but it was.
No, I'm gonna check that out. That sounds pretty interesting, especially if there's a colony involved.
Yeah. Well, don't expect to see a whole lot. It's one of those.
Okay.
And then I got into some really bad B monster movie stuff with The Sand. You guys heard of The Sand?
The Sand?
No.
No. There's a party. There's a bunch of teenagers or college kids or something that had this giant fucking party on the beach, right? And when they wake up in the morning, they're all gone with the exception of this small handful of very beautiful people, right? Okay. Turns out there's some sort of sea creature whose egg that they found during the party, it hatched overnight and it lives underneath the sand and it's eating them. So if you touch the sand with your skin, you're dead. It sucks you in.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
How do you avoid being on the sand?
It's fucking terrible. Well,
I mean,
so that's the only people that woke up were the ones that fell asleep in the lifeguard tower. There's one.
Oh no, it's like a movie version of The Floor is Lava. God damn, this is
exactly. There's one chick that falls asleep topless on a picnic table, who is gorgeous.
You're selling me.
It's not bad. I mean, she dies pretty quick, but because she's topless, obviously. And then a bunch of people in cars, and then Jamie Kennedy shows up as like the beach patrol guy. He's got like a 5-minute cameo.
No, you're losing me. Jamie Kennedy.
I was like, wait a minute.
DJ Kennedy?
DJ Kennedy. I was like, wait a minute, I know that
the
guy.
Jamie Kennedy experiment or whatever?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's bad. It's a really fucking bad movie.
Horrible.
I found it. It's 2015.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
But it was, if you're in the mood for some,
horrible
shit, it's
okay.
It's not bad. And that's all I got.
So what makes the cut? What's your official cool of the week?
I think the official cool of the week,
Bigfoot Island, or I mean, what was it again?
I think the found footage movies. Yeah, the Bigfoot Lost Tapes and
what?
Brian, the fucking desert alien one.
Outwaters.
I can't ever remember the name of that movie.
Brian, what was the official title of the Bigfoot movie again?
Bigfoot, the Lost Coast Tapes.
Ah, there it
is. You want me to jump in?
Snoop Dogg's in it.
Yeah, please.
The first one I'm not going to really talk about. I think me and Nez are going to do like something on it, a review. But I watched that action thriller Plane with Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler and Luke Cage.
Mike Coulter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It wasn't really on my radar. I seen the trailer. It looked okay.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I got
okay.
And I seen that it's getting a sequel, and I heard everybody I heard seen it said good things about it. Then Nez messaged me, asked if I watched it, and I said no, should I? And it's pretty fucking good, little action flick. I'm kind of glad to see Gerard Butler's kind of gotten out of the whole romantic comedy things and went back to action movies. He's pretty fucking good at doing the action stuff. And
Nice.
Mike Coulter he just looks like an action star. So
sorry, Brian. What was that called? Excuse me, sorry.
Plane.
Oh, Plane.
Yeah,
right.
just Plane. Which sadly, spoilers, doesn't all take place. Oh,
I don't want to hear
doesn't all take place on a plane. So.
Is there snakes?
All right. You can come back, Lance.
Are we out of spoilers?
Come back, Lance.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. I watched a few movies yesterday. First one is kind of a PG-13 kind of. It's listed as horror comedy, but I would call it more comedy horror. And that's Christopher Landon's "We Have a Ghost" on Netflix.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah, people that don't know Christopher Landon, he did Freaky, Happy Death Day. He did those movies, and this is like his family-friendly ghost movie. It stars David Harbour, and Anthony Mackie, and then there's a couple. The one actor comedian you liked from Army of the Dead, Lance, was in it. Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro. So
Yeah.
you said this is on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay. Netflix tends to reuse the same actors a lot in different films, don't they?
I think they're on the payroll, meaning
Looks that way.
every time we get charged more monthly, it goes to them. So
Right.
if you're on Netflix and you kind of want to watch something light, I would put this on, especially if you're going to watch something with the younger kids. You know, especially they'll see David Harbour and be like, oh, it's Hopper from Stranger Things, and Falcon not really doing anything close to being Falcon. And there was some heart to it at the end, so it was a decent watch. I mean, we're paying what, $50 a month for Netflix now, so
sure, might as well get our money's worth, right?
There, Screenbox was $6. I think we're okay with that.
Bargain.
Better value.
I stayed on Netflix because there was another movie that I heard about. I wanted to check out, and that was The Strays.
Not to be confused with that upcoming movie Strays. Did you guys see the trailer
with the
for that?
talking dogs?
Yeah.
I'm there.
That looks phenomenal.
With Will Ferrell and I forgot who else. Jamie Foxx, a little R-rated talking dog comedy.
Oh yeah,
super.
all right.
Uber R-rated.
That's all I needed to hear.
Didn't it say from the makers of Ted?
Yeah.
Oh right.
The Strays. Essentially, it's a black woman who basically thinks to make it to where she wants to be. This takes place, I believe, in England. If it's not, I apologize. I don't even know if it even said where, but
you're going to offend Matt mightily. Like it's almost like
that's why I apologized immediately. She essentially.
I thought every English person was named Matt Smith or David Tennant. Come on.
She essentially thinks that she needs to be less black and act more white to fit in with the upper class, and she essentially gets to where she wants, and she's so to this idea that she has kids. They're of course they're mixed, and anything they do that she feels is too black, she kind of deads that real quick, cuts it off, and then she starts seeing somebody, like she keeps seeing, out the window somebody's watching her, and essentially it's somebody from her past coming back.
Oh, this is the chick from the Umbrella Academy. I'm like,
sure.
Okay, she looked very familiar. Okay, yeah, she was and then she was in that TV show Salem. Did you guys ever watch that TV show?
Oh,
Salem?
she was like the little witch.
She was Tituba.
Yeah,
the same character name from The Crucible.
I don't know. Her and that character is Tituba. She
yes.
It was working for me.
Yep, that's her. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, she's the main star. She's the only one that I recognized, and essentially her past comes back to confront her because she did something really fucked up.
Okay.
And I will say, I don't know if it was meant to be funny, but the ending was kind of fucking hilarious.
Oh no.
How it ended.
Didn't mean to be, right?
It was hilarious, but at the same time, it was fucked up. I'll just leave it at that. I know the reviews on this are kind of mixed. Somebody just kind of compared it to Get Out, which I got nothing as it being compared to Get Out. So
yeah, okay.
And the last movie I checked out last night, and it was labeled as a body horror movie, and it's called Swallowed.
Oh yeah,
I've seen Swallow. I haven't seen Swallowed.
Basically, it's two guys. One of them's kind of going away. He's moving to another state. The other guy kind of has work lined up for him to make money real quick, and it's to carry drugs over the border. And they have to swallow the drugs because they're not carrying it, concealed anywhere else but inside their body. And when they get to halfway to their destination, they kind of find out that it's not drugs. And I'll just leave it at that.
What?
It gets uncomfortable.
Like a virus, maybe?
It's actually
semen. Because
it's actually semen? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I can't say anything because
alien semen.
It wasn't what I thought it was going to be when it was revealed to be.
And very
they swallowed it and didn't hide it somewhere else.
Very homoerotic.
Well, the two main characters are gay, so. This was directed by I can't remember the director's name, but he did that movie The Ruins a few years ago.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Sure.
Yeah.
This sounds horrible.
It actually was pretty. It actually was pretty good. It was kind of uncomfortable.
The Ruins was pretty good.
The reveal of what they had invested was kind of out of left field. I don't know how we broke Lance so quickly.
You really don't know, man. Jeez. Just the description of this film, Brian. You're killing
What was that?
me, dude.
What was that?
Description of this film, man.
Killing me. That they ingest something that they thought it was one thing and turns out to be another thing.
I hate it when that happens.
Probably happens at the fast food window more times than you'd care to admit.
Oh.
God damn it, you got me again.
The only recognizable person that shows up in this movie is Mark Patton from Friday the 13th. I believe the second one.
Oh, okay. So not a spring chicken then. If it was the second.
No.
Okay.
Wow. Who is the actress? I've seen her before.
Thank you for bringing her up, because when she popped up, I was like, who is this? And I looked at Jenna Malone.
Yeah.
Well okay.
I did not recognize her at first, and then after the movie was going, I was like, you look familiar, like I've seen you, and then I looked her up, and it was Jenna Malone. So she's in it for a good portion of the movie. So
she picks some strange roles. That's for sure.
But the reveal of what it is, I was just like,
I know what it's the stuff from that movie we saw. The Stuff, right?
It would be a completely different movie if it was The Stuff. But I will say, as far as like body horror, I wouldn't label it as body horror.
And
okay.
You're not going to see no Cronenberg, David or Brandon-esque body horror.
Okay.
So
but it's not something movie that expands inside their bodies and tears them apart or anything like that. Then
no,
can't really say.
No.
Huh?
Or maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. I'm out.
And I think that's it. Yep, that's it for me.
All right. Well, you guys had a lot more active week than I did with watching. So I didn't watch too much this week. I guess my cool of the week will have to be taking the granddaughter to the rodeo carnival for opening weekend. that was a lot of fun. Of course, it's a complete ripoff. Like you go and play the games and stuff like that. And I swear, I threw a ball into one of the baskets and it was in there 2 or 3 seconds, and then the ball popped out. I swear it sat in there for over 2 seconds, but who knows how they do that?
Person underneath it that just
yeah, midgets hiding underneath or something like that. It's a ripoff, like $20 for a. Since when have turkey legs been $20? Is what I want to know.
Inflation.
Yeah. And that's more than inflation. Yeah, they're pretty damn good. We had a corn dog; those are pretty good. But
was those $15?
I think $15.78 or something like that. So you're right there. But no, we had a good time. I've probably been doing more guesting on podcasts this last week than watching movies. I've guested with Bede and Marcy a couple of times, once with Bede for a Living Dead episode where he forced me to watch these horrible 3D versions of the Living Dead where they were basically going like.
Those early 3D movies, they like to throw shit at the screen.
Well, that's what's so horrible. These weren't early 3D movies. These were made in like the fucking 90s. One of them had Sid Haig in it, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
I think I seen that one.
Go down memory lane a little bit and see Sid Haig, and then the second one had Jeffrey Combs in it. So,
I think I've seen that one too.
Yeah, it was basically those two around a cast of complete unknowns. So those were definitely the not so cool of the weeks. But I guess cool of the week was getting to hang out with Bede for that one. And then I went on a To Be Tuesdays episode with him and Marcy that you guys need to listen to. So we missed you. So actually, Cynthia Rothrock, Brian told me to tell you she missed you.
As of course, she should always miss me. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, I know. She said she wanted to hug up with you next time she didn't commit to Frightmare though. She said
martial arts legend. She probably had the mom genes going on in that movie.
She had a lot going on in that movie, Brian. But such a busy week. I'll have to give Cool of the Week to the opening weekend of the Rodeo Carnival. There we go. But next weekend's gonna be even more epic, right, Philip?
Yeah, I don't know what the rodeo.
No, fucking your house.
Oh, I gotcha.
17 or 18 fucking kids that live there, or whatever it is these days, right?
Right now it's just our kids, so
I
think we're in good shape.
Well, there may be fungus involved, so get Mandy ready. We'll
all
have
right,
to rewatch Mandy again.
You should, if you're gonna do that, you should show them the Outwaters and just watch the last half of the movie.
Yes,
I'm good with that. Really? You want to do that?
So we get to watch a flashlight getting shown around on a black screen.
Yes, and watch Lance follow the flashlight.
Yeah. Maybe you can see more of it.
We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a try. Maybe it'll be have a rainbow, some kind of rainbow edges around the side of the light or something. All right, so that's Cool of the Week, and now it's time for Horror Headlines, brought to you by Brian. Take it away, man.
All right, a couple of weeks ago we talked about Eli Ross going to do a full-length feature film on
Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to do a feature film.
You like Elon? You love that guy. You bring him up constantly
every week.
Him and Dave Hahn, right?
Even though he's I'm gonna keep saying it. His certain restrictions. He's some of our posts on Twitter have been taken down for what I don't know.
Some of ours? Oh, probably because we're advertising other shit.
Probably.
I don't know if we're advertising anything.
I know.
we should be. At least BingeCast advertises Park Sense.
That's bullshit, Elon. Come on.
Boy, if we could get Elon as a sponsor, guys, could y'all imagine? The sky's the limit, right?
Guy, man. I think
we could literally go to Mars for one of our podcast recordings.
We're gonna need him when he causes the robot uprising.
Yeah, that's right. Terminator, eat your heart out, huh?
He's got to invent something to contain the aliens.
I'm sure he will.
Let's see. Eli Roth. He's doing a full movie on
Eli
Thanksgiving. The fake trailer for Grindhouse.
Right.
Joining the cast is I don't know who she is. My daughter doesn't seem to care for her. Addison Rae. I think she's like a influencer.
Nah,
couldn't tell you.
Most of us out, I think.
Yeah.
Is she from the UK? Is she from the UK by any chance?
I don't think so. I don't know where she is.
I feel like I've heard the name.
Yeah, I think she's an Instagram, TikTok, one of those something.
An American social media personality and actress. What kind of bullshit job is that?
It's bullshit, isn't it?
She's probably online playing Roblox with Logan. I'm afraid. Sorry to say, Philip. He's probably growing up faster than you think.
Her and this name you guys probably do know, Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, where has he been?
He's actually doing a lot of TV.
Okay. Well, they killed him off in Grey's Anatomy, right?
That was that guy, right?
I don't know. Never seen Grey's Anatomy.
I've seen it way more times than I need.
Oh yeah, I know. Your wife will watch it multiple times per episode, won't she?
Oh yeah, no, it's on in a constant loop.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting life.
The Tremors reboot from Dave Made a Maze director Bill Watterson has been canceled. Which was
because they
weird.
made sand.
That's too bad.
And they were like, that's too close.
The sand. It's because they made Dune.
And Kevin Bacon, he just recently came out. He said he'll come back and do another Tremors movie. They just have to call.
Right.
I heard that, yeah.
And everybody, when they did they put out that teaser. Remember, Lance, they were doing the series. They were going to do a series, and everybody got all excited for it. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but they keep doing these shitty Jamie Kennedy ones.
I don't get it. I
think they want to.
Kevin Bacon did an electric car commercial. I just saw him in. So.
Did he? Well,
he's probably willing to do whatever.
No shit, down for whatever.
Money, man. Throw him a bone.
Got to be better than that one we reviewed on our very first show ever.
Oh, that was supposed to be really shit, wasn't it?
Dark.
I'd rather watch that than that other one he did with the house.
The house, yeah.
I never actually watched that, and it was because you guys stopped me from doing it.
Yeah, read the book. Read the book.
I will continue to stop you from doing it.
Friends don't let friends watch that stupid House Kevin Bacon movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Read the book that it was based on.
Did you guys watch They Them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was.
They should have just completely left all the slasher stuff out and just did a psychological thriller, and it would have been fine.
Right,
but they tried to mix the two.
And it just
when you have that and add in the slasher theme, you got to have really good kills. You got to have great kills in it, and it just should have just left all that out. Let's see. We talked about the prequel It series, Welcome to Derry.
Okay.
Officially ordered at HBO Max.
Oh.
Which I'm kind of excited for, because you go back to the 2017 movie. What's the kid Ben, his character? He was in the library looking through like Derry's past and all the horrible things.
Oh,
I would like to see each episode be something that happened about the time period in Derry.
So this is gonna be like a different cast then, right?
Same person involved. What is it? Andy Muschietti, who directed it. Him and his sister are involved.
Really? But is he just going to produce it, or is he going to do some directing and writing?
I think he's writing and directing the first episode. So
getting it kicked off.
And I don't see why Bill Skarsgård would not come back. He seemed to enjoy playing. And
that makes sense.
Warner likes to throw their money around to anything, so.
You mean Warner likes to throw our money around to anything?
Well, so far they haven't really upped HBO Max so far. So.
Give it time. Hey,
HBO Max is not a terrible one.
Oh, it's legit. Yeah, they got some good stuff on
I
it.
still am. I just still am baffled of the taking
Tubi thing.
Taking the HBO original series off and then kind of basically licensing them out to other streaming things.
Tubi's got a lot of shit.
Yeah. Tubi's legit too now.
Yeah.
We can't get it over here.
Oh,
really?
Oh, that
Really?
sucks, dude. They got some like legit movies on there.
They get it in Australia, but the only commercials they show during the breaks are for dildos and sex toys. Seriously.
Really?
All kidding aside, because when I'm doing
Brilliant.
Tubi Tuesdays, with Beat and Marcy, it's like we're watching it on their Australian version, and I'm like, what the heck is Intimate Persuasions or brand or whatever it's called? And then you start seeing these people pull up these big dildos and shit.
Brilliant.
People singing into it like it's a microphone. And
Or like a dildo, a dildo community over there. I don't know what's going on.
I guess I don't know. I guess it's more of a thing there than here. It's definitely a thing,
Somebody needs to screenshot, Lance. You're double fisting. Don't do that.
Again.
I'm making it too easy, aren't I? I'm making it way too easy.
When this goes up, we immediately got kicked off of YouTube.
Like a shake weight.
Hey, look! Hey, the geeks are getting kicked off week after week, man, and all they're doing is watching trailers for Fast X.
Yeah, I think they figured it out. I think because they're live streaming while they watch the trailers and stuff.
That's why we just talk about the trailers, right?
Yeah, they're stupid on copyright stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. David Fincher confirms that Mindhunter season 3 will not happen.
Yeah, some people are disappointed about that.
I am disappointed. I was late to the party on Mindhunter. I think season 2 it came out, and I was like, well, let me watch episode 1 of season 1, and then I binged both seasons in like 2 days.
Oh wow!
I thought it was a really great show.
Sign of a good show.
Yeah, but apparently he said Netflix says it's too expensive to do. And again, where the fuck is our money going?
To The Rock.
To The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and who else? We were just talking about some of the darlings of Netflix. Who else always shows up?
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, I think what's his name's got some kind of deal with them now. Ryan Gosling.
Yep, right. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Adam Sandler. Lest we forget Adam Sandler.
Oh, geez.
But his movies don't cost anything.
You don't think so?
It costs whatever the cost is to take his friends to whatever country he wants to film it in and have a vacation. So
we also watched Blended not too long ago, and
the
only thing I remember from it is Terry Crews dancing. It's kind of great.
Singing. He sings for all together.
That's not a bad one.
I don't really see anything much to talk about, or we'll just be rehashing. They're going to do another Hellboy movie for some reason.
With David Harbour?
Probably not.
Okay.
Nah, they're going to keep going until they try to get it right.
Dane DeHaan is Hellboy.
I guess we're supposed to be excited because Mike Mignola, the creator, is writing the script, which doesn't get me excited because he doesn't write for movies. He writes comic books.
Yeah.
So.
Well, give it a shot. You never know, man. We're all going to watch it.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Even if it's Dane DeHaan, Brian, you're going to watch it.
Speaking
as Hellboy? Dane DeHaan?
Absolutely. Wouldn't you watch it?
That is a tiny Hellboy. I guess we'll just leave it. We'll leave it at
addicted Hellboy.
Yeah, we'll leave it at tiny, sleepy, heroin addicted Hellboy with the
news. Is that it?
Yep.
All right,
then.
then.
For Hellboy. Hashtag it.
Let's grab a beer. I'm just here. Let's grab a beer.
Oh yeah, we'll let Matt get a beer. No last minute stories, Brian.
About Dane DeHaan? No.
Or Hellboy.
Hellboy. Disappointed in the last movie. I just wish they'd finish that Ron Perlman trilogy.
Well, maybe that's what this one will be then.
Well, Guillermo's not involved, so.
Well, yeah, but if maybe Mike Mignola liked, that particular incarnation of Hellboy. Have you heard him say anything about it in an interview or anything like that?
I don't even know what that guy looks like, so no.
Okay. Oh, the life of the lonely comic book writer and artist, huh? Nobody gets to see what they look like, except at comic book conventions. And then we're usually very disappointed when we meet our heroes. For example, Lance Henriksen, who we had an interview set up with until his fucking handler.
To be fair, though, meeting him was not.
There was $1.
Meeting him was not disappointing. So.
No,
yeah, he's a cool guy.
Great guy.
Oh, you got to see him though. That's cool.
Yep, we get to see him.
That guy said, if you want to do the interview in the bar after this, I'll be more than happy to. But we didn't want to kind of take up his time during the day because we had something arranged, so we didn't want to.
Well, that's the thing. Most of these people are actually pretty decent. It's just the minders and the people who look after them are like, no.
The minders. That's a good way to put it.
I know we talked about this before, but that lady came off like everything needed to be run through her, and I was like, you have nothing to do with him. You work for the convention, and you're told to sit next to him at the table.
Bitch, they hired you yesterday. You make minimum wage. Chill out.
She probably didn't get paid. She was probably a volunteer.
Oh, man.
Oh, they're the worst. Karen.
They're the worst. Fucking volunteers.
All right, let's get into these trailers.
All right, you ready, Matt?
Absolutely.
Big, the small, and the very weird.
All right. The first one we're going to talk about is The Pope's Exorcist. And I knew you were going to laugh at this movie. I knew it. This stars Russell Crowe doing one of his accents.
Not the Hercules accent, but a different one.
I believe this guy's from The Witch, Ralph Innocent.
Okay.
He
Was that
played
like the
father? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, grouchy looking fellow, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of other people. Directed by Julius Avery. The only thing I've heard about this movie is it's rated R for violence and nudity. So.
Hey.
I don't want to see Russell Crowe nude.
Well, hopefully he's not the one nude.
I don't want to see the poor little girl that's got the demon in her nude either, man. I mean, we're running out of options. I definitely don't want to see the fucking Pope nude.
I'm not going to read this whole synopsis because it's kind of long. Portrayal of a real-life figure, Father Gabriel Amor, a priest who acted as chief exorcist of the Vatican. So this is based off a real person. So
it's a true stories apparently.
Is it, Matt?
Apparently so.
I think they said it in the trailer. If they said it in the trailer, it's got to be true.
Kind of like Cocaine Bear.
It's got to be true.
Hey, Cocaine Bear was 100% true.
Well, maybe more like 25% true.
Guess I'll throw it to you, Matt. What'd you think?
Thanks. Of the three trailers, this is the one that probably I would look forward to the least.
Okay.
I mean, another possession movie. I mean, seriously. Yeah. It just okay. Russell Crowe. He is getting better again. I think he dipped. Personally, I thought he dipped, but he is getting better. I think again. I think. I think there's going to be quite a bit of money spent here.
You think so?
I don't know. I think the production value should be okay. Look, we're going to watch it. I think we're all going to watch it.
And I agree with you, Matt. I think the production looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's just I think the cinematography is going to look good, but then they're going to throw in a lot of CGI effects in there.
Oh.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to be all right. It's not exactly inspiring, but I'll watch it for sure, and I'm sure we all will. I'm sure it's on the docket, Brian.
Actually, no, because I think it comes out the same weekend as Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, well, yeah, we definitely.
Not passing that movie up for the Pope's Exorcist.
You didn't want to just flip a coin, Brian?
I will make that coin land wherever I want it to land. We're not missing that. That's one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
All right.
Evil Dead Rise, not the Pope's Exorcist.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, what did you think, Lance?
Oh, well, I saw the documentary that was actually directed by William Friedkin, right? The Exorcist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was directed by the same director that did The Exorcist. Wait a minute, was it William Friedkin that directed or that wrote The Exorcist? Help me out here.
I think he directed. He didn't write it.
Hold on, let me see.
The documentary of what? This story?
Of this guy? Lance?
Is it?
Yeah, what you saying?
Hold on, I'm trying to. No. I'm trying to. It's called. Okay, it was called The Devil and Father Amorth, and
I thought that was a documentary for The Exorcist.
Yeah, that's a documentary. It says Father Gabe. Well, shit. God damn it, fucking clickbait. All right, hold on. And it was for Tubi, for fuck's sake. All right.
What, the dildo ad popped up on your phone or something?
Speaking of Tubi ads, we'll get to that when we talk about Grizzly.
Okay, cool. All right, but in the meantime, all right, Father Gabriel Amorth performs his 9th exorcism on an Italian woman. So yeah, it's actually a documentary about this character, this real life character.
Oh,
was he an interesting person, or is there anything from the documentary that would make you want to watch the movie?
Well, let me put it to you this way: the final exorcism, they get up to the church, right? And they say, "Well, Father Amorth, you're allowed to come." I can't believe they pulled this shit, dude. Especially William Friedkin. Father Amorth, you're allowed to come in, but no cameras.
Of course they did. Well, the Vatican's got a whole laundry list of
all kidding aside, I shit you not.
Yeah.
Well, I shit
like
you
they've got a giant library that nobody can fucking see. They've got artifacts from everywhere. It's like the Library of Alexandria, but you can't go in there and see it unless you know exactly what you're looking for.
I'm sure they've got ancient alien bones in there, Philip.
They fucking might, dude.
Yeah.
But then they show a little blackout, right? And then the next scene pops up and he's walking out of the church. He's like, "Woo!" that was a tough one.
That seems to be a rule, dude. I just saw an interview with an exorcist.
Oh my God, this really happened. This was really how the fucking thing ended. I mean, you talk about a downer, huh? So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to this either. But I do like the way I respect the way that Russell Crowe has embraced fat Russell Crowe. There you go.
Hey,
Very comfortable with himself.
If he's fine with it, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. So
middle-aged Fred. Just
I want to know what Philip, you and Brian think about it, man.
Man, I'll go watch it. I love exorcism movies. Like all these possession. I saw 2 exorcism previews when I went to go watch Cocaine Bear. The trailers were fucking fantastic. It was this one.
Yeah.
The 4th John Wick movie, which looks awesome.
Oh, I didn't get that one in my theater.
Oh yeah, it looked great. And then some other exorcism movie. I can't remember what the hell it was about, but I think it looks pretty good, man. I'll definitely go watch. Plus Russell Crowe.
No, it wasn't.
I'll always give him a chance. And then since I started like legitimately going, holy shit, are aliens really real? It sort of opened my mind to some other stuff. I'm like
could it be Satan?
I wonder if all this other stuff is real. I wonder if it's related. The aliens or the gods. And the demons. I don't know.
Oh.
Weird shit.
Interesting.
I mean, but so I'll watch it. I mean, the Vatican's got some weird weird stuff going on.
And we're not just talking raping altar boys, are we?
Hey, they're not the only ones.
Oh, I'm sure
I
you're
think
right.
The public school system would put them to shame.
Oh,
ouch. Literally.
I don't know. I'm looking at the release date. I actually got the release date wrong. This comes out a week before Evil Dead.
Oh,
So if I had nothing to watch, I might go to the theater. But there was nothing in the trailer. This seems like I'd wait for it. No, I think mainly it's kind of what was that one, Phil, we watched last year? Pray for the Devil.
Pray for the Devil.
Oh yeah.
Where it could have worked, but all the effects look CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a practical guy.
That felt like a super generic story. If this is like a real guy, I have hope.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though. The problem is you've got the original possession movie in The Exorcist.
Yeah.
How can anybody create a new possession movie without going down the same path?
The same rabbit hole.
And you just can't. You can't.
Yeah.
You just literally can't. Well, I mean, you can adapt it to a certain extent, but you're going to be treading over the same sort of stuff, and it's just going to just.
I mean, the exorcism of Emily Rose was a pretty good.
But I see what Matt's saying. Like The Exorcist, they set the bar.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And there's movies that are good, but what do you always compare them to?
Well,
The Exorcist.
Just wait till you see the one that's going to be made by the same team that brought you Halloween Ends, man. Come on.
But you liked Halloween and Halloween Kills, so
I liked Halloween. Halloween Kills.
You thought it was fun, Lance. You liked the kills. All right. And you never talked about it in feedback, but I believe in the poll I posted, no, you cannot judge a director by one movie.
True.
All right, April 7th. Let's move on to the second trailer.
Chasing that exorcist dragon.
Sisu, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Sure.
An action war thriller, and the synopsis goes: when an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the Lapland wilderness tries to take the loot into the city, Nazi soldiers led by a brutal SS officer battle him. And essentially, he turns into John Wick and murders everyone.
Right.
From the same studio that brought you John Wick.
Yes, Lionsgate.
Dude, this looks fucking fantastic.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce anybody's name. I was surprised that this was, when I popped in or opened up the trailer to watch it, I was surprised that it wasn't subtitled. I thought it was going to be subtitled.
Is it a Finnish movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in. It looks fucking violent as hell.
Yeah.
It's basically John Wick because the soldiers are like the guys in John Wick that stole his car and killed his dog. Like they are the only ones that never heard of this guy. But then you meet this lady and she's just like telling these stories of this soldier and how he's not the one to mess with. And I'm down for it. It opens up violently. He finds the gold, and then the Nazis stop him. And what does he do? He stabs one in the head with a knife.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I didn't know.
The guy's eyes were still moving.
Yeah, I didn't know what this was, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, same here. I know.
And then as soon as he stabbed that dude through the side of the fucking skull with a giant Bowie knife, I was like, holy shit.
Whoa. Okay.
Sign me the fuck up for this movie. It looks awesome.
Matt?
Yeah, well, basically, I mean, they actually said the most fun you can have watching Nazis get destroyed. Yeah, it looks great. It's my type of shit. Just it's gonna, far-fetched, but it's just gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be gory as hell. People getting splattered. in various different ways. I'm all in. This is my vibe. Defo.
All right.
Can't go wrong casting Nazis as the bad guy, and you can never go wrong with go. So I'm in.
All right. Sisu comes out April 28th. And our final trailer is a new direct-to-Hulu movie called The Boston Strangler, a true crime drama starring, the fuck is her name? Keira Knightley, Carrie Coon, Chris Cooper, a lot of other recognizable faces. Directed by Matt Ruskin. Let me see what he did, because that name sounds kind of familiar.
I thought it was Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott?
I think he's producing.
Is he still alive? Jesus. How old is Ridley Scott? About 112 now?
It seems like this guy, what he's known for is producing a lot more than directing. He produced Crown Heights, The Infiltrator, that movie with Bryan Cranston.
Huh. I don't remember that one.
I think he's undercover, some kind of agent.
Bryan Cranston?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Okay.
I think he's infiltrating like the cartel, and he's like he's laundering money for them, but he's like undercover for the government or something.
Kind of like The Mule or something like that, or
Yeah, but I think it's based off a true story. I think in the movie, I might be spoiling. I don't know. I think they eventually somebody finds out his true identity, and he's not, really laundering money for the cartel. He works for the U.S. government. So.
That's always a problem when they find that out.
This movie is about Loretta
more interesting than
McLaughlin.
the Boston Strangler.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you're going to ask me about the movie, Brian, help wake me up later, okay?
I'm going to wake you up now. I'm going to wake you up now and ask you. Wake up, Lance.
Huh? Did somebody say the Boston Mangler?
Well,
that's what this looks like.
But you like boring, slow burn movies?
Yeah, boring, slow burn movies, but not something like this. This looks horrible. This just looks like literally nothing happens.
It does.
Well,
I zoned during the trailer, and I love true crime shit.
I mean, maybe it's just a bad trailer. I don't know, or maybe they do that so they don't give too much away. I don't know.
Yeah, because you messaged me the other day and said the Scream trailer gave too much away.
Oh yeah, Scream gave way too much away.
So you think?
I'm pretty sure it gave a lot away. It was pretty.
Well,
did you
think Billy Loomis had any connection in the previous movie?
Going into it, no, had no idea.
Okay.
So you think they might get me again, huh? Is it the same? It's the same writing and directing team,
yeah,
right?
same. Okay. Everybody.
They'll get you.
This could be
misdirection.
All right, I pray that you're right, Brian. I pray that you're right, because I was so mad when that trailer ended. I was like, why the fuck did they have to show all those scenes? And now we know this person gets it with a shotgun, and now we know this happens in the store, and now we know this person breaks in.
I'm okay knowing the store clerk gets shot with a shotgun. I'm not worried about the store clerk.
Yeah, but it goes further than that, man. Come on. Like when they're breaking into the apartment, and she's saying, you're not the first person that said that to me, and it never ends well for them,
That's not really giving away too much.
I did get the impression maybe there's something supernatural at play here.
I think it's a cult of Ghostface.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think it's a group of people that have a connection to the original murders.
Okay.
Sorry, listeners.
Led by Nez.
We obviously don't give a fuck about the Boston Strangler. We're talking about Scream. I think it's a cult of Ghostface, and there's going to be a connection to the original movies.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all going to be there opening day. I guarantee you that.
I feel like Keira Knightley looks weird in this trailer. Like I can't separate the fact that she's Keira Knightley.
Maybe she's Ghostface.
Oh, she's too fucking pretty to be this character that she's playing, I think.
She looks older, though. A lot older.
She does, but she's like, hey, let's stick a fucking model in this role of a regular person, and it doesn't work.
I need to look up what the real person looks like.
The Boston
Not that.
Strangler?
No, she plays the reporter that was first basically investigating the case.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I think
All right.
it should be all right. I think, Keira Knightley is, she's fairly up there. And
Whoa.
I think she's not going to choose some shit,
she's
is
not,
she? No?
She does not look like the real person.
At all.
I
Yeah,
think
figured.
I think Phil's
Huh.
onto something here.
So it's like, let's get Giselle to play this fucking random housewife.
Sorry, Matt. I was just a little shocked at the difference. So
No, it's fine.
Kind of
Absolutely
like
fine.
Brian is like getting Dane DeHaan to play Terry Crews.
yeah, I would say so.
All right. That's
blended.
that's miscasting right there.
Well, they're always going to do that, though, aren't they? Hollywood.
Yeah.
Stick somebody pretty in the front. But yeah, what the hell? I'm down for it. I'll watch
You're
it.
in? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I bet it'll be good.
You know what? I like true crime. It's from the same studio that's been doing. We talked about it before. Did Prey and Hellraiser.
okay.
Was it 20th Century Studios that
Okay.
are putting out these movies on Hulu?
Straight
So,
Hulu stuff, yeah.
and Matt, I think you're right. I think Ridley Scott is involved in it, and I don't know if in the writing or the producing, but something. I think he produced it.
Okay.
That's how those true crime stories always get me, though. They like, I'll watch the preview for them 3 or 4 times, and then always skip past them because I'm like, I don't know if I want to get invested in this bullshit. And then I
Yeah.
start watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is really great.
You kind of know where you're getting, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Before it starts, it's going to be about 2 hours long, and you're like,
Yeah.
Okay, you're in for a long haul.
The trailer looks boring, though.
Yeah.
I'll do better next time, guys.
That's not your fault.
Boston
We'll see how it is.
Talk
Strangler.
to Keira Knightley.
Boston
She's on our
Strangler.
list.
I would love to talk to her. Boston Strangler is coming to Hulu March 17th.
Okay.
And that is it.
All right. We'll move on to listener feedback. This week, the podcast spotlight shines on Percolated Media, covering all things movies. They are currently featuring the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Or Caribbean.
Yeah, depends on your pronunciation, right?
After the massive success of The Curse of the Black Pearl, it was rather obvious that Disney had a franchise on their hands. Until Johnny Depp's bitch wife got involved. So it was inevitable that a sequel was going to be made, or in this case, 2 sequels. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer gathered his director Gore Verbinski and his co-stars Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley. There you go. And of course, Oscar-nominated actor Johnny Depp. The result is 2006's Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest, a movie that, despite being hammered by so-so reviews, went on to make over $1 billion with a B.
$1 billion.
Is that part of the original trilogy?
I think so. Is it not?
Dead Man's Chest? I don't know
It's
where
like-
it falls in the.
It's like 5 or 6 of them, right?
Is
Okay.
there?
At least, yeah.
Join Garrett, Matt, and Adam as they take a look at the sequel and conclude whether its bad reviews were warranted. And be sure to keep coming back as the boys will continue looking at the entire Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, all the way through 2017's Dead Men Tell No Tales.
That's a question I was going to ask you guys this
Yeah.
week, because I haven't seen Ant-Man yet.
I haven't
It
even.
has
Nor have I.
has a Rotten Tomato
I'm waiting for Disney Plus, quite frankly.
has a Rotten Tomato score of like 48, but an
Critics.
audience score of like 85.
I saw that today.
Ooh.
I
Do-
usually
do-
trust the audience score more.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. When you pull up, because I
Yeah.
rarely go to Rotten Tomatoes. I think I only go when we're doing the show. I look at something,
Yeah.
but I don't go with the critics usually.
These fucking critics don't know their ass from a hole in the ground.
Well, have you ever read some of their, like, you'll see like a movie's reviewed badly, and you'll scroll down and click on some of the reviews, and it really sounds like some of these critics, just no offense, but it kind of sounds like some of you hate movies.
Yeah.
Or maybe didn't even really watch it. Maybe they just watched the trailer.
Like I haven't seen the movie. I'm trying to go out this week and see it. I can come back next week and say it was complete bullshit. Don't watch it. But that's me going in to find out for myself. And I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's more, we talk shit about movies, but I think it's more easy to find the bad stuff about a movie than to find the good stuff, especially if the movie's not that great.
Well, sometimes it's easier to find the good stuff, like John Wick or something like that, So a movie like that, it's hard to find something negative, But the critics are gonna. Critics would say it's silly, it's over the top, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna bring it up because that's a huge gap between critics and audience right there.
Yeah, 40 and 80.
Yeah.
That's they did it to Dave Chappelle on his, I think it was like Sticks and Stones or whatever.
Right.
Usually when the critics are really low and the audience is really high, it's gonna be awesome.
Was that the Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think I read one of the reviews on it. I think because they said it was filmed a couple years before, and I was like, so that takes away from it being funny because it's a couple years from.
Well,
they just didn't like it because it was offensive to their woke sensibilities.
I can't see critics being Marvel fans. Full stop.
Right.
No.
Yeah. True.
So it doesn't surprise me that they did that. Although the difference in the scores seem
quite a massive,
especially for something like Ant-Man.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like we got 80% crowd score. It sounds like people went to the movies and had a good time. And then if you look at the critic score, it looked like they went and overanalyzed everything about the movie.
Kind of like somebody overanalyzing the Spider-Verse movie, or
there's so many people that are happy you changed the score on that one.
Well, yeah, like I went in looking at the Cocaine Bear scores because I was like, how did everybody else feel about this?
Well, an interesting, Lance, you weren't too big on the movie Missing.
No, not at all.
That has an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Missing at all.
Audience or critics?
Critics.
Oh.
Well, there you go. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yet again, folks, as you find out, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So
at least you're honest.
I don't think any of us do.
All right. And regarding Grizzly, which we'll be covering tonight.
There we go.
Patrick Lear says, been a long time since I've watched this one. Is it being paired up with Cocaine Bear?
Well,
of course.
Perhaps.
Ricky Morgan says, we'll always love this movie. I'm sorry. Kevin Nez says, and this movie is why I don't go camping.
This and not fucking Friday the 13th?
No, that's why you don't go to the lake.
Okay.
Fucking Blair Witch, dude. And let's welcome our new member, Stephanie Whitaker.
All right.
Got more than one. Ashlyn Faye Everett and Sean Hates.
All right. Welcome, guys.
And our big feedback of the week comes from Zen Vader. If M. Night was making a movie about the horror returns, which actors would play you guys, and what would be the twist?
Who wants to go first? Should Matt go first, or you going first, Brian?
I've been thinking about this. I don't know. Do we cast people for likeness, or do we do what Hollywood does and cast like the Keira Knightley that we just talked about? We cast somebody that looks way better than what we look.
Bert Kreischer. That was the other preview that came on during Cocaine Bear. Have you seen that? The Machine?
Yeah, where he tells his story from Russia.
Yeah, but now this is like a movie about it.
Yeah.
Y'all got totally different trailers than I did.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see this movie. I love Bert Kreischer.
Yeah? Is it that looks that good, huh?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard
he's
the
going to have
story,
to play me
Machine?
because I'm a fat ass at this point.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Look it up on YouTube. You're gonna laugh, but at the same time you're gonna be like, "There's no fucking way this story's true."
Huh.
But he 100% says it's true, and they turned it into a movie starring
I
him.
absolutely believe him. Oh, fun fact about Bert Kreischer. He was the one that was what was that Ryan Reynolds movie where he went to college forever?
Van Wilder,
Van Wilder.
Yeah.
That's Bert
Yeah.
Kreischer's story.
based on him.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
that's
who
him.
it's based on. No shit.
Yeah.
He was in, I think, Rolling Stone magazine as the college scene in Florida's #1 partier, and they
All right.
kind of you got to
They
watch
stole
some of
the
his.
story from him.
Yeah, you got to watch some of his stories, Lance. He's got
Okay.
his meeting Will Smith story.
Yes. Did he get
He thought-
slapped?
No, he thought Will Smith was meeting him to fuck him.
Because his dad told him that Will Smith was gay.
His dad told him that's what they do in Hollywood. Why is he meeting you? And he was
The
like,
cast-
he invited me to his house to watch a movie, and he was like, he's gonna fuck
Oh
you.
no.
He's one of my favorite comedians of all time. Bert Kreischer is fantastic.
The casting couch. Huh?
So I'm calling him to play me.
But basically the story when he got there, he was so worried about, do I go through with it? What do I do? You know, and then
I guess I'm gonna have to fuck
Yeah.
Will Smith.
yeah, and then the story is basically he was there to talk about his comedy career.
Oh, hey guys, I'm out here recording in the garage. My daughter's bringing me snacks.
Woo,
What you got there for me? Takis and what else?
Takis and
Yeah, cookies, all kinds of chips.
Ah.
Sounds like we
Takis
need.
and
Awesome.
cookies.
Sounds like I wish I had a joint right now.
What was the first thing? What was the first thing you're getting?
Takis.
Oh, yeah. Do you
Yeah,
know what
you guys don't.
Takis are?
No.
Oh man,
Spicy
Woo,
chips.
those are good.
Spicy.
Super spicy chips.
Yeah, super spicy.
Ooh.
What's up, Nez?
Yo,
Nez.
what's up?
Ready
So
for some Grizzly talk? I'm gonna predict 10 on 10, but we'll see.
We hadn't even got to the fucking movies yet, dude.
yeah, let's get that cool of the week first.
All right.
Hold on.
Here he is.
Cool
Yeah.
of the week. Well, it wasn't a cool week. My mother-in-law passed, and we just had her services yesterday.
Oh
Sorry to
no.
hear that.
But
I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
jeez, oh man. I didn't finish it. I started watching the unrated version of Megan.
Megan, okay. I've been wanting to see
it
that one.
different?
Any?
I didn't see it. I didn't see the whole thing.
Okay.
People were still
Okay.
coming over, so
Yeah,
I need to finish it.
I'm waiting to when I have like chance to really sit down and watch. So I can notice any extra scenes or anything.
I noticed the F-bomb was in there. I don't remember if anyone did in that original cut.
I
but
think there was one maybe. But it was
oh
towards the
man,
end.
Did that asshole kid try to rape her?
I
Oh!
don't even remember.
Nez did put that.
That's the scene that I think of when I'm like,
Yeah, I
that's
know.
what was really happening
I
there.
just hope it
So
shows more.
when he mounted Megan, I never got that impression.
Cool of the week. Well, I guess I picked this up. Friday the 13th, the final
Oh,
chapter, the
all
steel,
right.
the steel book, the steel
Oh,
book.
thank God you didn't pick up Black Christmas for once.
No, that's
Don't.
that's right there.
Stop it.
Somewhere right here.
Stop it, Philip.
But yeah, I haven't watched too much. I got out of the house just to clear my mind for however long that movie was. But
Yeah.
I mean, the picking that up, finally got it. It was the last one in the store, so I was happy I got it because I would have been mad. Do I need it? No, but I think there's only a few more. I don't think they're doing the new line ones. This is the Paramount years, so I think we got another 4 more of steelbooks, which I don't need, but
They're gonna do them all.
I got that big box set, but I had to. So, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, picking that Friday 13th up, the final chapter, Steelbook. So, yep.
Cool.
Good stuff.
All right, Nez. If we were making a movie, who would play you?
Young me or now me?
I know I had the same question. Maybe I'll go with Russell Crowe for me. That makes more sense.
Now me.
Fit Gladiator area or fat Russell Crowe? I'm
Hercules Russell Crowe.
You want the unhinged Russell Crowe?
You know what? Real quick, since I got my hair pulled back in a ponytail, I'll give Keanu Reeves long hair. Just have him come here and read the news.
Oh
Jason
wow! Wow.
Jason
okay.
Momoa would be Brian.
Nice.
I like that.
Hey, I see the similarities.
Yeah.
But Aquaman, Game of Thrones, Jason Momoa, not fat
Right.
Jason Momoa that was in the
Not
Fast 10 trailer.
Fast X.
He does look bigger, doesn't he?
Post divorce Momoa.
Yeah.
What's his name? Uncle Brownie, but when he was younger,
Oh, there you
from
go.
Res Dogs,
There you
because
go. Okay.
he's a lot taller than me, but he had long hair at some point. The hell's his name?
Was he in Blood Quantum?
Powwow Highway, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
no,
that
dude.
guy.
Machete's got to play you. What's his name?
No, he's way older than me. I haven't been in prison. I don't have no tattoos on my chest either.
But you got the same mustache.
Speaking of Res Dogs, I'm going out to Oklahoma next week.
I might be in Oklahoma. Well, week after next, Nez, I might be in
They're
Oklahoma.
doing an open casting call. I
Really?
guess they just need guys in the background, so hopefully they need fat metalhead skateboarders. And I don't know. We'll see. All they can do is look at me and say yes or no. Well, I'm sure they're not going to tell me right then and there, but yeah, so I'm going out there for that. So
You're
I
talking
don't know.
about Gary Farmer. Gary Farmer's talking about.
When's
okay.
season 3 coming? Because
I haven't even started, so I have no idea.
yeah, season 2 got emotional for me, especially those last couple episodes.
Yeah, that whole season 2 was pretty heavy. Every episode except for when the aunties went wild and steaming their hoo-has and all that.
That one episode really got me. What is the character? She had to go visit her auntie in prison.
Oh, Willie Jack. That
episode really got me.
That was Daniel's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was rough. That one got me. The grandma, or Laura Daniel, when her grandma passed, that one was rough. Sorry about the screaming.
I was about to say, I thought I had background noise over here, and I do.
No.
Brilliant.
That's the way
He's
we
out
do
there
it every
screaming.
week, Matt.
Yeah, I don't know. He's acting up. He's out there screaming. What can you do, man? You got a house full of kids and grandkids and all that running around. So
I understand. All right. So who's playing Lance?
Dane DeHaan.
yeah, Dane DeHaan.
I'll take that.
It's the only answer.
Just age him up. Get him a couple of days of sleep. Be good to go. Dane DeHaan.
I think we just need to have The Rock play Brian. I think that's the duo.
So
the BL and duo.
Keanu Reeves to Jason Momoa to The Rock.
No.
Yeah, I think The Rock's perfect. For Nez, since he's Native American, we got to get like a good Jewish actor. Adam Sandler playing Nez.
Well, I found a guy, but
it's true Hollywood fashion, Nez.
he was a wrestler.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Corey Graves. Is that who you're thinking of, Nez?
No.
That is Nez's favorite wrestler. He talks about it every wrestler
I thought
returns.
he liked what's her name? The chick from The Mandalorian or whatever.
No. Corey Graves is
Okay.
nobody tops Corey
That's the
Graves.
funniest thing he said in a long time, dude.
Professor Tanaka. He was
Sub-Zero and Running Man.
he was Sub-Zero. No, he wasn't.
Okay.
He was Sub-Zero in Running Man.
There you go. Oh, they're gonna remake that, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know
They
if you can
said
see
that
it,
like
but
2 years ago.
that guy,
Yes.
Ah!
Yes.
He can play.
Yeah. Perfect.
Professor Tanaka. Him.
All right, Matt, who you got?
Oh God. No idea.
Jason Statham.
Come
He looks like Ant-Man. He looks like Ant-Man with a beard.
on.
I could have Paul Rudd do an
Yeah.
English accent.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
All right.
That worked.
That
Full
works.
run?
That works
Yeah,
well.
okay.
That works well.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Speaking of that, did you guys see Quantum Mania yet?
No,
Not
no, no
yet.
spoilers. No spoilers.
I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind
Because
of
the
like.
critics gave it like a 40, and audience gave it
audience.
like an 80 something.
80.
Yeah, Theo just saw it again for the second time.
Yeah.
Second
So,
time because he liked it that much, or the second time because he?
I don't
It just
know.
happened to be
Yeah.
on.
I haven't even seen it the first time yet, so I don't know. I'll eventually get
All
to
right.
it.
I'm,
It was one of those ones that I wasn't like super excited for. So
I'm waiting for Disney Plus now on all.
I was
these
more
Marvel
excited
movies.
about this one than any
I think-
other Disney
I think
shit.
they said, Lance, the window for Disney Plus is like 45 days.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I can
Yeah.
I can wait for that long.
it's only been 2 weeks. So
Yeah, we're almost halfway there.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of feedback. Steve Carlton, thank you from the Geeks for our artwork and new logos. Natsulani does our old artwork, which is great. And check out Patreon. Become a patron. We'll let you pick the movies for a future show at any amount, and for $5 or more a month, also pick a commentary for a future bonus show. And hey, come on with us.
Yeah, which
Just
we
like
still
Alvin.
we still owe to Beat and Marcy, I think, don't we?
Oh,
They
yeah,
haven't-
that'll work.
I don't think they've done their commentary yet.
Oh, they need
Really?
to be on the commentary with
Yeah.
us for sure. Hopefully, it's something with 2B so we can have some dildo commercials.
I'm sure. I'm sure it will be.
All right, let's move on to our featured attractions. This week we
All right,
get
here we go.
Bearish with Cocaine Bear and 1976's
Who writes this shit, Philip?
Who writes this shit? Not me.
Bearish. But you know, bear means something totally different now than it did in 1976.
Oh, that's a
when
good
they made
point.
this movie.
It is a large, hairy gay man.
Oh, jeez.
Just so you know the terminology. I think there's an otter too. I think it's a small,
Is
hairy
it?
gay man.
Uh-oh. That's a new one. Okay.
A new one
Right.
I heard was Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, what does that mean?
The guy that used to be in the military that's gay, or the
Oh.
Navy.
He's a Donald Duck.
Oh, hell. Okay.
Yeah, so like all of them?
Ah,
The Navy. Ah,
I
gotcha.
don't know.
Hey, I'm Army. All right.
All right.
So we'll get back to Grizzly instead of making gay jokes. 1976, an 18-foot tall grizzly bear terrorizes a state park,
Stop it.
leaving it up to a park ranger to save the day. Director is William Girdler, also known for The Manitou and 3 on a
There you
Beat
go.
Book.
There you go, Nez. The Manitou.
ugh.
Is that a euphemism? Writers are Harvey Flaxman and David Sheldon. The film ended up becoming the most financially successful independent film of 1976,
What?
earning an impressive $39 million worldwide in
Wow.
box office revenue and
Wow.
breaking
Beat
several other records as well. And this is
It beat King
1976.
Kong. Damn.
Fucking hell.
A
well, I
grizzly-
mean, you take a camera out to the woods and Matt, you can film it, and me and Phil will pick up Lance and swing him around, and
Right.
he'll just go like, I'm being attacked by a bear.
yeah.
We
We'll
don't
get
talk
like a
about
bear
the porno
arm on a
version,
stick. A grizzly bear who was nicknamed Teddy played the titular role in the film. Teddy was 11 feet tall when standing
Damn.
on his hind legs, with his arms
Wow.
out, probably.
Right.
and was the largest grizzly bear in captivity at the time,
Holy
and
shit.
was untamed, but trained by an expert bear trainer.
This could have
That
gone
doesn't
very badly.
Yeah, that doesn't sound smart.
What the fuck were they thinking?
It's just a documentary. The film's cast and crew were both protected from Teddy by only a thin green electrical wire that ran through its forest locations, and in addition, a mechanical bear was used for the scenes when the grizzly bear attacked people in it. A
So they would-
mechanical bear, my ass. That was a bear arm on a stick. Tell me that wasn't.
They wouldn't use the real bear these days.
Man in a
that's for
suit.
sure.
All right,
Right.
Grizzly, 1976. Matt, what did you think about it?
I think we watched the wrong film. Big hairy men? No.
I watched the wrong Grizzly.
Yeah. Okay, no, let's get back to
A lot of
Grizzly
bodily
1976.
fluid.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. When I was looking on my Apple TV, it came up with
Uh-huh.
that. I was like, oh, jeez. I hope it's not that grisly. Thankfully, it wasn't. Yeah, this is basically, I'm just going to put it straight out there, and I know you're all saying it and thinking it. It's basically Jaws, but on
Right.
land.
With a bear.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
That was the reason why it did so good, because that
Yep,
just
makes
had
perfect
Jaws
sense.
the year
Yeah.
before.
Those
Hey,
are
let's give
shitty
them
Jaws on
Right.
land.
let's give them something on land that's real.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're not gonna shut this park down because people are dying.
I know, dude.
God
Like,
sake,
it's-
tomorrow's the 4th of July.
yeah,
then
Jaws,
the
they
next
did
year
this,
they gave us
Piranha.
Orca. If
Yeah,
you've seen that
Orca,
one.
Piranha.
You've
What was
seen
the
that
other
one.
one? Nez, there was another one. Gator or alligator or
No,
whatever.
that was
right?
in the 80s. This is just
Okay. It was still
70s.
cashing in on Jaws, though.
I don't know. It was
Yeah.
wild.
I mean,
Maybe
according
almost 10 years of
According to Tim, over in Australia, he says that Nope is nothing but space Jaws.
he's
He's-
right.
Mm,
I
Yeah.
agree with him. I agree.
mm,
All right.
yeah, it was all right.
Tim Davis, I'm with you, brother.
With a parachute
Space
alien.
Jaws.
A
Sounds
giant
pretty awesome.
That's what he
flying
calls it,
vagina.
space Jaws. Yeah.
Anyway, look, it is Jaws. Kelly is Brody. Arthur is Hooper. Don is Quint.
You're
If you
right.
think about it, it is okay. It's 70s. It's a a bear gone wild. Not on
Yeah.
cocaine, but it's gone wild.
It
It
might have been.
Well, it could have been. Yeah, it's all right. It's not the best film I've ever seen. It's got some fairly decent gore. The acting's all right, not bad. The pacing's pretty decent. There's some bits which I liked. I thought the POV camera angles from POV of the bear. I thought that was quite good. There's some dumb shit going on in that film. Some decisions like what the hell is going on.
Stupid people, Brian.
Stupid people.
Whole movie full.
But hey, you got girls in bikinis, which is always good.
Daisy Dukes. Why not?
Yeah, it's mid 70s.
Mid 70s, so it could have been called
Mid-
Bush Bears.
Bear gone amok movie. It's fun. It's fun.
That's
But
why the
it's-
shorts
yeah.
weren't too short. 'Cause there's
Right.
It's
definitely
not
some
gonna.
shorts.
It's no Jaws. It's no Jaws.
It's no Jaws. Okay.
No Jaws. All right. That's a good review right there. I like it. Jaws, but no Jaws.
Jaws, but no Jaws.
Jawless.
Nez. What do you think?
The only good thing about this movie was the poster.
I was wrong.
I
Nez fooled
saw-
me again.
I saw the ending at a drive-in when it came
Okay.
out. I didn't know what it was. I just saw what happened at the end of the movie. Went, oh, okay, cool, big bear. And then when it came on TV, Mike was talking about it. He asked me if he had seen
Right.
it. So came on one night on late night TV, so Mike and I watched it, and I was just like, I wasn't a fan of it. I love the poster. It looked cool.
Uh-huh.
Big,
Cool
huge,
poster,
giant,
yeah.
scary looking bear. Some ladies sitting there at a
Right.
campfire. So I just figured, all right, this is gonna be one of those type of things. Yeah, totally after Jaws. Let's
Right.
throw any kind of killer animal at everyone, and people are gonna go see it. And obviously they went to go see it. I didn't realize it did that good in the theater. So, but good for them,
Yeah.
man. Make your money. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Make that
Totally
money
agree.
to make it your next movie, which probably sucked and didn't do as good as this one.
And then
But-
living in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
But for what it was, all the stars in it, they were all somebody. You knew who they were, especially
Right.
for the times in the 70s.
Sure,
So,
sure.
and to have a bear do what it did, yeah, it wasn't. I mean, obviously they had trainers and everything. I don't know how many bears they used to make them do it. I like when they use real animals, especially during this time. No CGI. This was
Oh, yeah.
the all or nothing days.
Yeah.
So I mean, they did what they had to do, and of course, yeah, it got cheesy when it was up close and it was swatting at them, and so yeah, that's how you do it. So, but
A guy in a bear suit.
yeah, I mean that's what you do. I mean,
That's why they had so much bear POV. How do you
Right.
show the bear
Yeah.
without showing the bear?
after this watch, man, it's goofy. It just makes you laugh. Just sit there, crack open, couple brews, and then just enjoy it. So that's what it's a total popcorn movie. Maybe at the time it was a little more serious, but now in 2023, it's just one of those ones you
Yeah.
throw on with your buddies and laugh at it. So, but yeah, I mean, it just made me laugh the whole time.
You know which part I love though? I think it was a black bear, the cub that came up,
Uh-huh.
and they were like hugging on it like a dog.
Right.
That was fantastic. Like a
Have
little
any-
sweet bear.
Have any of you seen a bear out in the wild?
Yes.
I haven't. I'm sure Brian has.
You live
Yes.
in fucking Alaska, dude. Stay
Yes.
away from them. You got polar bears. They actually.
I
are
was
2,000 or
driving-
3,000
I don't think
pounds.
polar bears go that far south.
I was-
do they?
I was driving home one night, and it was during that huge fire here in California, 2 years ago or whenever it was, and wildlife was running all over
Yeah.
the place just to get away from it. So I was super tired because I had to go way out of my way to get home,
Sure.
and I was like, I had the window down, the music blasting, the rock stars. I was powering those to just keep myself awake, but out of nowhere, this bear just ran in front of my truck.
Wow.
God.
It woke me up, and I
I'll
was
bet.
wide
Right.
awake
They're
all the way
fast.
home. Yeah, I mean,
Are they?
it wasn't like right in front of me, but it was enough to where I saw it stand up and then just bail across the highway, and I
Bloody
was
hell.
like, whoa. So luckily I wasn't going faster than the speed limit. I might have hit it. Another quick story: a buddy of mine hit one. It was a cub.
Bear?
That's not.
Yeah,
good.
he was driving down the highway. He saw something running along at night. He didn't
Yeah.
know what it was, and when it got close, it ran out in front of him. He had a big giant truck, and it got
Damn.
stuck in the wheel well. Well, he didn't know at that time.
No.
The bear?
He just heard a boom, so he got out and looked, and he didn't see anything. And then he heard something like, and then he looked. The little bear was in his wheel well.
Oh, no.
And he had a
Oh,
big
like
giant-
a baby?
Yes.
Yeah, he had a big giant
Oh.
truck.
Oh,
So he was like, he started looking around for the mom.
Yeah.
Nobody was there.
Oh,
So he was
Lucked
like,
out.
no one was around either. He
That's
didn't know what
probably
to
good.
do.
Yeah.
He just threw it in reverse and boom. And it came
Oh.
out. It came out and ran off.
No.
Wow.
It's still alive?
It was
That's
still
not a
alive.
fucking bear. That's a
Whoa.
cocaine bear.
There's nothing more adorable and terrifying than a bear.
I was always
That's
told
why
if
you
you
have all
ever
the
see,
teddy bears.
if you ever see them, little cubs. I mean, either don't
Yeah,
stop or just
stay
get the
away.
hell out of there.
Sure.
Yeah, no shit.
Mama's right there. So.
There's the term mama bear for a reason.
hmm
All right. Brian, what'd you think?
This movie was fucking dumb as hell, but it was fun. I for a subject of bears attacking people,
Uh-huh.
it just came off real comical to me. And this movie, it was like Matt said, it was Jaws, but on land with the bear.
Right.
It was part slasher movie because it was like this bear was like stalking everybody, hiding in the woods, watching women undress. For a minute there, I thought this bear could have got canceled in 2023 because its treatment of women for most of this movie. Like I
What
thought for a minute,
fucking bear.
thought
Toxic
this movie-
masculinity.
I thought this movie was just gonna kill women throughout the whole movie.
That's what I thought too. Misogynistic bear.
Different times in the 70s.
Oh man.
Some of the dialogue was, like Nez said, was definitely, you couldn't say things that they said in this movie today, especially the guy's Vietnam stories. Some of his terminology he was using.
That was my nickname in high school, by the way. I ate a bunch of rice.
Ay, ay,
The scenes with the bear, I know it's difficult when you got an 11-foot bear to kind of have people in the shot, but I think they did what they had to do with the mechanical bear. It just looked like somebody with sticks with bear paws who was going like,
wow.
That's what I'm saying. Bear claw on a stick.
And sometimes
delicious.
it came off comical because the people would flail and scream, and then you would see a clearly fake body part fly off to the side. But with all that being said, I did have a lot of fun with it. It just came off comical. I know that's probably, or not probably, that's definitely not how they wanted the movie to come off, but just some of the bear attack movies we've gotten since 1976. This just really came off comical to me, but
well, it's also from, digest this for a second, almost 50 years ago.
Oh wow!
Shit.
Wow!
These movies in the 70s with killer monsters, killer insects, or whatever. If you watch them today, yes, they're goofy and everything, but at the time when they came out, they had big stars in them, and they tried to make them as serious as possible.
Yeah.
For example, Empire of the Ants had Joan Collins on it, Alexis from Dynasty.
Wow.
Right.
As goofy as that movie it is, giant ants, and totally they made those ants themselves.
Right.
It's goofy and it's stupid, but I love that they do that because they made those ants, and when they're acting, especially when the ants are trying to get them or any kind of big monster or whatever, they're just they're being as serious as they can. The other example, Food of the Gods, when those big giant rats are attacking you, dude, it's hilarious, and a lot of people, youngsters that are listening, you're like, this is stupid. Why do you love this? I always say at different times, but it's awesome. I mean, they tried to make those movies. This is going to be a serious movie. Everyone's going to love it. Everyone's going to see it. And of course, I went and saw it. I ate all that shit up when I was a little kid. But now I watch them now. I still get plenty of enjoyment in those films. This one as well. It is goofy. I thought so even back then. But I don't know. I just love these because now they just CGI it, and it to me I think it kind of takes it out of it. But
totally.
Yeah, well said. Well said.
You're not going to talk about Kingdom of the Spiders?
Ooh, that was
that was something else altogether.
Oh, I hate spiders.
Real spiders.
That was real spiders, and
a lot of them.
No,
Captain Kirk, Lance.
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen that one, Matt?
I've not seen it. No.
Are you afraid of spiders or anything?
I mean, I could hold them in my hands. I guess.
Oh no, I can't even do that.
If one was crawling over me in the middle of the night, though, I'd squeal like a girl.
Sure.
Could you go into a room with hundreds of tarantulas crawling everywhere?
I would have to kind of go, right, come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
And I would kind of have to, like, get into the zone. But,
you know what? I agree with you. I would do all of that, and then I would turn right around and go the other way.
Yeah, fuck this.
Yep. Yeah. Like
I can do snakes. I can't do spiders.
I'm the other way around. I don't mind spiders, but snakes. I'm like Indiana Jones when it comes to snakes.
I leave them all alone.
If you want a good laugh, Matt,
Probably
check out
smart.
Kingdom of the Spiders. It's
It's-
enjoy it for what it is.
I'm down for that. Definitely
There
down for that.
might be a free copy to watch on YouTube.
Huh.
Oh, there might be.
Be convenient.
It's probably fucking
Yeah.
public domain at this point.
It's what I
Yeah.
heard. So
Allegedly.
yes.
All right, Lance, what'd you think about Grizzly?
Oh man, when I started watching this movie, like the first act of this movie, I don't know, man. Because the wife makes me watch a bunch of Christmas movies every year, so inevitably you got to go back and watch some of those like 1930s and 1940s. Like when they're saying, "Hey, Merry Christmas." See, I gotta tell you, and so at the beginning of this, like when they were talking about was that a fucking hotel or something like that they were at with a restaurant where the people ate?
It was probably
in the national park or what?
It was probably like cabins and stuff you can rent.
Okay, all right. Well, it's like I don't know. It's like the young lady to me. It seemed like she was saying like, "Well, Daddy, you want me to help you take care of the business, Daddy?" And then he was like, "Well, see now, young lady, I can do this on my own now. See?" And I was like,
Country
"Holy
was this in?
fucking shit!" I was wondering when W.C. Fields or Charlie Chaplin was gonna walk in. This movie felt so fucking dated to me in the first act. But
It was almost 50 years ago. What do you
well,
expect?
look, true, yeah, and I'm no spring chicken, that's for sure. So, but no, once we got past that, I thought it did become quite a bit of fun, and then of course you got the setups like almost like Friday the 13th or something like that, where it's basically just a slasher, and it's like who's going to get killed next, and then they started early. They didn't shy away from the gore, and they did start early with the kills, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah, a lot more gore than I thought there was going to be.
Well, when you get toward
the fucking music,
when you get toward the end of the movie, it kind of like goes a little batshit crazy with like the characters that are all a little bit demented. Like the one guy that wants to go off on his own, and the other one that goes, "That boy's crazy."
Oh, the helicopter pilot.
Yeah, the helicopter pilot. They made a funny group. So I
That guy was
some
kind of
laughs out
funny
that.
though when he was flying with the main guy in the helicopter, and he was like, "You still riding that filly of yours?" And he looks at her like, "What are you talking about?" And then he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you guys were together like that."
Well, I also couldn't help notice the way they just threw around the word Indian so casually. Like the one guy that says, "I'm going to tell you a story about this Indian braves, and there was a squaw," and then I'm like, "Oh shit, no."
Different
And then I realized
times.
this is
Different
1976. But yeah, it was. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think we're all in agreement. It was like horrible, terrible, garbage, but it was a lot of fun to watch. I think we're pretty much in agreement on that, are we?
Yeah, definitely. I think this falls under the so bad it's good.
I think so too. That's right.
There's some funny points though. I mean, it's like,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
just been on a 10-mile hike, and they come back to the campsite, and the fire's already lit. Do you know what else notice that? Okay. How's that happen?
Hollywood magic. Hollywood magic.
Hunting out in the helicopter, and the guy's like, "Right, okay, well, you stay on watch." And instead of like laying by the fire, he goes and lays underneath the helicopter. What are you doing? Crazy choices. Weird, crazy choices. And there's that weird love story kind of thing going on with Kelly and the what was the girl? What was she? She was like the daughter, wasn't she?
Yeah, the daughter of the guy that ran the
what was that?
the cabins or whatever.
That didn't make absolutely no sense at all.
That was
the daughter of the guy that didn't want to close the beach. I mean the forest down.
Right.
Yeah, the mayor.
Christ's sake, tomorrow's 4th of July.
The mayor of the national park.
See, all he needed, because you remember that guy in Jaws, he had the suit with the little anchors on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That guy just needed like a suit with like little bears or something on it.
This movie was ass, dude. It was like I was fully expecting it to completely and totally suck, and then especially considering like the cheesy ass music that they had for like the intro and throughout the entire movie, by the way. But then I was kind of impressed that they did show some gore because it didn't seem like that kind of movie. Those two things don't mesh well together. You know, that kind of music, and then blood and guts going everywhere.
Right.
But yeah, it was pretty fucking cheesy, and this is definitely not one that I'm gonna watch again.
Okay. When we guys, I hate to say it, but when we get to Cocaine Bear, I'm gonna have to do my review really quickly and tap out because I've got a family like Lent dinner going on here. So
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'll have to. You guys have to
Lent.
finish without me.
All right, well, drink
All
as
right.
much as you can now before you get there and have to tell
That's right.
them. All right. Well, then let's do scores on Grizzly. Matt, 1 to 10.
I'm gonna go 6 frustrated park managers out of 10.
6. Nice.
6. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Even
Yeah?
though it's bad, it's fun. 6
Okay.
for me.
Nez? You're muted.
5-year-old me would have
That
gave it
bad?
would
Okay.
have probably gave it a 10 when I was a kid, but now
Right.
50 years later, I'd probably go 5. I mean,
Five.
I still get enjoyment
All
out
right,
of
that's
it.
fair.
I
That's a good
I don't
score.
own it.
Half
I don't
good.
own it yet, but I probably would if it's the right price.
Okay.
You're a collector, though. Look at all that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan?
I had more fun than I did disliking it, so I'd probably give it a 6. You know, it was cheesy, it was goofy. You had a peeping Tom slasher serial killer bear, and there's just a lot of comparisons to Jaws, which is not a bad thing sometimes. I mean,
They did some POV stuff during in Jaws, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Beginning.
Yeah.
It was fucking bad in this one, man.
I mean, Jaws already laid the template out. This is
guess
how
so.
we make
Yeah, yeah,
these movies. They even did that in Kingdom of the Spiders. You got a camera crawling through the grass. So,
What's easier than showing the spider?
Right.
Because then you have to have special effects.
Bring in Fulci.
Or you put a camera on an RC car and let it go. Lance?
6. So bad it's
6
good.
Well.
So bad it's good.
Man, I'm gonna be the low man on the totem pole here. I'm
Oh no!
Yeah.
What score did you
4
give
on
it?
10.
4.
4.
4.
4. I did
4
not
on
have
10.
that's
Brian.
almost the halfway point.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not the
not
lowest you
horrible.
ever gave.
That's
Yeah.
not horrible.
Well, I don't give really shitty reviews, but this one deserves it pretty shit.
Okay.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
And
Fair
Black
enough.
Christmas wasn't very good.
Well, okay. Black Christmas, I think I gave
I think you gave that one a negative 10, Phil.
Yeah.
Literally. I think I gave it a 0.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's that bad.
The remake?
Here it
Fuck
is.
that
Oh
movie.
God.
See, I
Well,
don't, I don't
The
think
first
it's that bad.
remake isn't that bad, but this remake is that bad.
I'd rather watch the porno parody of Grizzly than Black Christmas. How about that?
I don't think it was a parody. I think it was just like, yeah.
bears. Matt, he said with bears even. He would even
With
sit
bears.
through that before Black Christmas.
With a bunch of giant, hairy gay men. I
No.
would watch that before I watch
Now,
Black Christmas.
now that's saying a lot.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, pass.
All right,
Oh,
Cocaine Bear. An
Sounds
oddball
like,
group
sounds
of
like there's
cops.
some cocaine going on here.
no doubt. At the very least.
An oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converges in a. I don't think that grammatically makes sense. In
Yeah,
a Georgia forest
Yeah.
where a 500-pound black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine. Unintentionally? Is it?
Unintentionally, sure. Sure.
Director is Elizabeth Banks. Also known for Pitch Perfect 2 and Charlie's Angels, the 2019 edition.
Well, that
they
explains
all
a lot.
can't be
We're going to
winners.
go over all her movies during this, I promise
right.
you, because I'm going to
Okay.
bring them up.
All right.
Writer is Jimmy Warden, also the Babysitter Killer Queen. What is that?
I like that one.
that's-
That was the
that's
babysitter
the-
sequel.
Yeah, Babysitter Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you.
Samara Weaving, dude. That's all you need to know.
Or
Ray Liotta's final completed film role before his tragic passing of May 26th in 2022. Liotta passed away a week after he came to re-record his lines in post-production. Elizabeth Banks says that Liotta praised the look of the bear when he got a look at the creature.
Somebody
That's
was
what
on
she
some game. Okay.
Very loosely based on an actual bear that died after ingesting cocaine, which was dumped from an airplane. No rampage by the bear actually happened. In fact, no attacks by the bear were recorded at all because it was a
'Cause
black
it
bear.
Because it
But it
died.
did die, and I think it's stuffed in Kentucky somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It,
Kidding.
Okay.
it,
For real?
it didn't kill anybody because it
Yeah.
died
Right.
immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
As would
It
happen.
ate a
if you
shit ton
ingested
of
that
cocaine
much.
and
Yeah.
died. That's what
Couldn't handle his high.
happened.
I don't think anybody could with that much.
lightweight.
Lightweight.
You eat a whole brick, man.
Yeah, you eat a
That's
few
it.
tons of
Oh,
cocaine. That's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, Lance, you want to start us off since you got to go?
Yeah, and I'll leave my camera on, but I'll mute just in case I'm able to come back
right.
in after the dinner. But yeah, I'll make it short and sweet, and I can't wait to listen to what all you guys have to say. So I will definitely give this film 1 point for the soundtrack. I love the 1985 soundtrack,
Yeah.
and I will give this film 1 point for what I call the Depeche Mode scene. And I'll say no more because I don't want to give anything away at all, because there's big spoilers in that particular scene. But
The Depeche
so
Mode,
yeah,
I don't know what that means.
where they just can't get enough. They just can't get enough.
Oh,
Coke.
Never- okay.
It's very, very well done, that. Yeah.
I don't want to give away anything about that scene. That's why
I'm not a Depeche
only-
Mode fan, by the way.
Okay, all right. So Matt's a DJ. I guarantee you, he knows. They could have done "Don't Let Me Down." I'm taking a ride with my best friend.
Way better.
That would have worked too. But all right, yeah. So what did I say? 1 for the soundtrack. We're up to that. 2 for the Depeche Mode scene, right?
Yeah.
That gives it a
Is
2
that
on
it?
10. This thing was a fucking piece of shit. This bear was so fucking phony looking, man. I've seen Yogi Bear cartoons that look more realistic than this piece of shit. Okay, heading out. No, y'all can retort to me. I will listen as soon as I get the show uploaded. I'll hopefully I'll be back later.
Well, now let me allow you to retort. Matt, you want to retort first?
Kerry
That came out
Russell.
wrong.
One word. MILF.
MILF.
Yes.
MILF.
Yes.
Carrie Russell?
Like,
I fucking
Carrie-
hate that
yeah.
accent.
Carrie Russell in her tracksuit. Definitely
Oh.
MILF.
Yeah.
oh.
No, well, all right.
Yeah, I actually had fun with this. Ignore Lance because he's wrong as always. It's a fun popcorn movie. It's one of those movies, yeah, like Nez said earlier, get the guys round, have a few beers, and have a laugh. I mean, it's not a comedy as such, but there's some moments in it which are funny. It's way gorier than I thought. I thought the hang on, I can't do spoilers. There's one certain scene which is really quite gory.
There's a few of them.
I can remember about spoilers. Yeah, I thought the acting was pretty decent. I thought the kids did a great job. I thought they were very good. The acting overall was pretty decent standard. Spoilers. I can't think about spoilers. I enjoyed the soundtrack. Do you know that most of the music was done by Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo fame? Do you guys know
Okay.
Devo?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big Devo fan. He did a lot of the composition of the music
Really?
within the film, which I didn't know about until I kind of had a little poke around, which is great. Ray Liotta in that, rest in peace. Great actor. Wasn't particularly great in this, but obviously, I don't think he was well. All I can say, I had a lot of fun. Me and my daughter watched it this afternoon, and we really enjoyed it.
All right. Nez, what do you think?
Oh, this movie was fucking awesome. I loved
Was
it.
it?
Every minute of it.
Is it hella good?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting much. I was like, okay. I knew the story of the real cocaine bear and how it died and it's stuffed wherever. All I knew was Ray Liotta was in it. I really didn't pay attention to who was in it at all. But as these stars were coming across the screen, Kerry Russell, I don't like her in everything, but she was good in this. Ray Liotta is just good as in everything, playing the main drug dealer bad guy in it. I didn't like his hair, but he was still cool in it. You got Ice Cube Jr. in it, and then you got Han Solo to wrap it up.
Crushed Ice, I like to call him.
He was good, and the Ranger Liz, Margot Martindale, I like her in everything. So it was good to see her, as well as Jesse Tyler Ferguson. He played Peter. I love him in Modern Family, and I just liked what was going on. They didn't take this movie serious. I mean, the bear was CGI through the whole thing. I don't know if they ever used any real bears, maybe during one scene, but I'm not really sure. But it was what it was. It was Cocaine Bear. Just got a hold of some cocaine and just went wild. And my favorite part, I mean, it's not a spoiler or anything, is when he did a line off that guy's decapitated leg. I was like, oh my God. And the theater was packed. I didn't think a ton of people would see this, because usually when we go to movies on Sundays, if it's new, hardly anyone's there. The last time I went to the movies here in town when it was packed was for Maverick. And I wasn't expecting much. We rolled up. The parking lot was full. I was like, what else is playing here? I saw the Ant-Man was there too. So I said, well, maybe they're there. No, we walked in the theater. We got there just in time, because then a shit ton of teenagers came in. And they were actually quiet. They were quiet. There was this dude that sat like on the next couple rows up on the other side of the aisle, and he just, I was like, what are you laughing at? I mean, the whole movie was funny, but he was just laughing at like the wrong things that weren't even funny.
Yeah, I had exactly the same experience as going from. He must have been about 10 years older than me, and he was laughing at everything. Like, oh, look at each other going, what the fuck is he laughing at?
Yeah.
Not a lot of
It's like, okay.
I laughed when I laughed when it was funny, but he was laughing at like the dumbest things that weren't even funny. But I was like, okay. But this movie was awesome. Once it got going, it didn't stop. It was a little slow to get the story. It wasn't really much of a story, but to get it going and all these characters that popped up in, I was just more surprised on who was in it as they kept coming onto the screen. So, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm definitely going to buy this when it comes out. I want to go see it again, because I might have missed some parts because I was laughing too hard, but I enjoyed it. I mean, for those of you that are going to see it after you listen to our review, there is 2 scenes. And was there a scene at the very, very end? I left after that second.
Yes.
Scene.
There was another one. Yeah.
There was.
Not the very, very end.
Okay.
I think the last one
in the
was...
credits.
I saw the
didn't see
2
it.
during
I
the
had to
credits.
leave.
And then, I had to get out. I had to go to the bathroom. So I wasn't sure if there was
like
something.
2 or 3.
I wasn't sure if there was one at the very, very end.
Not at the very, very end. No, I think that was good.
I mean, but overall, I enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. This one also, if you're not going to go to the theater, I mean, if you watch it when it comes on, get your buddies, get your girls, and sit around and enjoy Cocaine Bear, because that's what it is. I'm not saying to snort some lines or anything, but It was
Hey,
funny.
you might want to
I
get a little high before you go in here.
tip a few back, light something up, and enjoy what is Cocaine Bear, because I thought this movie was awesome. And I'll give that to Lance. The soundtrack was good. I'm a kid of the 80s. I loved all of that stuff. And I thought it was an awesome film. I really, really enjoyed this movie. Take it for what it is. It is goofy. It is stupid, but I like those type of things. So I mean, this isn't a movie for everyone. So
All right, Brian, you
awesome.
go next. I'm gonna pee on myself. Hang on.
All right. Well, what did Lance give it?
2.
2.
Well,
I know.
like
yet
you
he
said,
loves
Matt,
the remake of Pet Sematary. Everyone,
like
don't
you
forget
said,
that.
Matt, he is wrong again, as usual. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I laughed a lot. I thought the cast was pretty decent, but I really enjoyed the kids. I thought they did a great job. And kids are usually hit or miss. I said it a bunch of times doing these shows, but I thought they were funny. Everything with the bear was hilarious. Whether he was doing the cocaine or killing people, it was fucking hilarious. It was. I had to agree with you. It was more gory than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be gory, but then there was just some scenes like, oh, you guys are really going for it. And I'm looking at the budget. With the budget they had, the bear looked fine. I guess it was a $30 million budget. You know, the bear looked fine for that kind of budget. I don't know what Lance is talking about comparing it to Yogi Bear or whatever, but the soundtrack was awesome. I did miss, you guys are gonna, when we get to spoilers, you're gonna have to tell me about the end credit scene, because as soon as the credits, my theater was packed, so as soon as the credits were going, I was gone out the door.
Out of there.
Yeah. As far as the adults that were in here, I don't know if anybody really stood out for me. I am disappointed. What is the actor's name? Isaiah Whitlock Jr., the black gentleman.
The cop.
Yeah, he didn't say
like
his.
him?
He didn't say his line he always says in movies and TV shows. He always says shit, just like that in every movie he's in. I
think he did when I can't remember when he was on the top of the gazebo trying to get down.
Did he?
I think
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, he might have done. I can't remember.
I was looking for it. As soon as I seen him, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. But I might have blacked out for a second. I don't know. Maybe I was doing some lines or something. I don't know. But one person I would say I can probably take it or leave it was O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son. He just didn't really do any. Him and Han Solo were just. I could have took it or left it. Those two characters didn't really do anything for me.
Oh man, I loved both of them in this.
I really enjoyed the guy from Game of Thrones, the redheaded guy.
I'm gonna take a leak.
Okay.
I'm still with you.
The guy from Game of Thrones, the redheaded dude.
Well, he was only in it for like a couple minutes, though.
I thought he was hilarious, though.
Yeah, he was good.
And usually when you think of him, you think of Game of Thrones or any other movie, he's shown up as like a henchman to the villain. Him doing a little comedic piece I thought was really good. So
which one was he?
He was the camper in the very beginning.
With his girlfriend got snatched up by the bear.
Guy?
Yeah.
Oh man, that never even clicked. I liked it.
Yeah, he looked familiar, and then when the movie got done, I pulled out my phone. I was like, it's the dude from Game of Thrones. He was one of the, what were they, the wildlings?
Yeah,
he was the one trying to get on the tall woman.
On Brienne.
Yeah. He was trying to get on her.
Hey, I can't knock him. There's something about her and all that height, and I don't know.
She's tall.
She's like powerful and sexy. Sort of.
I saw her in Seattle. Yeah, she's tall.
I mean,
I'm with that.
I'm not a short guy, but she picked me up, throw me around. We can work something out. But overall, I had a lot of fun. I agree with Matt. Lance is wrong. So.
Holy
Lance
shit! There's a cat
wrong.
on the screen.
Pass it off to you, Phil.
This movie it sort of winds up in the middle for me. Like, I wanted it to be funnier than it was. Like, I kept waiting for the comedy to start, and it never really revved up. Let me go through some Elizabeth Banks movies with you, because she's funny. I like her as a person and as an actor.
Now, are you doing movies she's been in or movies she's directed?
Movies she's directed.
Okay.
Okay. The first couple nobody's ever heard of. Whatever. The next one that she directed is movie 43, which is widely regarded as one of the worst movies of all time ever.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
That was hit and miss on stories.
Well, did she direct the whole movie or did she direct a segment?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Probably the whole movie, if I had to guess. I mean, it's on here.
No, there was 12 directors.
Oh, it was 12 directors?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes life a little better, because movie 43 puts a big old giant stain on her stuff. Pitch Perfect 2.
Never seen it.
No.
I like the Pitch Perfect movies.
I've never seen any of them.
Pitch Perfect. You definitely got to watch the first one. Anna Kendrick is awesome.
Well, they sing
Pitch
in it,
Perfect
right?
2, however, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. I tapped out.
Pitch Perfect 2 is the one with like the German band it's the worst one of the bunch. The new Charlie's Angels and Cocaine Bear, and that's it.
Never seen Charlie's Angels.
No, me neither, but it did terribly. I don't. With Cocaine Bear, I guess I will give her one more shot. But before Cocaine Bear happened, I don't know why they keep letting her direct movies. You know what I mean? Like, she's a great actress, and she's very funny. As a director, I'm not sure. I feel like this story alone was enough to make the movie pretty good. You know? Like, it's such a fucking outlandish thing that it should be completely hilarious. And I don't know that I laughed out loud at all in this movie.
I know what you mean. I think I agree with you in that it wasn't hilarious. I mean, it wasn't hilarious. I mean, there were times when I kind of chuckled.
Yeah. But that's about it.
But I still think it had enough entertainment value.
It did.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't funny. It wasn't like comedic, really. I suppose there are.
But I feel like it should have been. Like, I feel like this movie could have been one of the greats. You start out with a premise like Cocaine Bear, and that shit better be good.
You know what probably would have made it
especially with the cast, man. You got
maybe if they would have
Kerry Russell.
Maybe if they would have casted
black dude that's the cop.
Maybe if they would have casted like comedic actors.
Well, the park ranger lady was hilarious.
Well, I mean, for the main cast.
Yeah.
They're not really known
Kerry
for
Russell
comedy.
was a weird choice for me. The accents drove me fucking crazy. I know that Georgia has maybe a different accent, but that's not it.
I mean, for me, the comedy, it wasn't joke comedy for me.
Yeah.
I laughed at everything that was happening when the violence was going on.
The situations.
What was happening in the screen. When we get to spoilers and we'll go into what was to me what was funny. Like all the violence when the goriness and everything started happening. I wasn't expecting any of that. So it just made me laugh. There was one scene there was during all the violence that made me jump because I wasn't ready for it. But
in the cabin?
I just thought it was hilarious. And just every time they showed the bear, maybe that was probably what they wanted to be funny. Because when you see the bear, you see it's got the Coke nose. and everything, or when it was sniffing the coke that was in the air. Like I said
Yeah,
earlier, when
we
he's,
didn't get enough of the bear.
I thought, yeah, okay, yeah, I could say that because the majority of it was a CGI bear. So I'm not sure
Yeah.
if they actually used a real bear at any time. But I mean,
Like there
I
were
think,
parts that were very funny,
yeah, I mean, I
but
think
those were
that
the funniest parts.
I think they didn't really go with a traditional type of comedy
Yeah.
to make it's labeled comedy thriller, but I was laughing as well as everyone else in the audience when something bad was happening on the screen, something violent or bloody and gory. That's when everybody was laughing because I was too. But I mean,
Yeah.
like let's say Terrifier 2, during all that bloody goriness that was going on in that movie,
You're
I was
laughing.
I was the only one laughing.
Yeah.
Everyone else was all quiet. So that's why I went in there to just enjoy this film for what it was. If it was stupid and I didn't enjoy it, I don't know how Lance didn't enjoy it, but that's how I took the film.
Because
So,
that's
What-
what it was. It was stupid and you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
You
that's
knew
what-
you knew what you're gonna go and see before before you went in there. You knew what the film was gonna be like before you went in. So it was just gonna just wash over you like a nice little whatever
I
it
think-
is. But yeah.
I just think that there was so much potential behind Cocaine Bear, right? Just
Yeah.
the title of it alone, and you know what the backstory is. There's so much potential there, and it wasn't bad, but man, I don't know that it lived up to the potential.
Okay.
See, I didn't read into any of it. I just
Yeah.
cocaine. I went Cocaine Bear. Are they for real with this? And I went, all right. At first, I thought it was just some trailer that like you made, and just threw it out there and made the poster. I mean, everyone does that. So I was like, okay, cool. It's all right. I didn't know what it was going to be at this point. And when you say Cocaine Bear, that gets everyone's attention. And
Yeah.
everyone's gonna go see it, especially for the town that I live in. I didn't think there would be anybody in there, and the theater was packed. So
Yeah,
I mean,
we went-
whoever did marketing or whatever, I think they knew what to call it. They could have called it Black Bear or something.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have got anyone in the theater to see it. They called it, you know what, Cocaine Bear. Everyone's going to
Boom.
see this and go, what? And be
It's
curious.
a great poster as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the marketing, as you say, bang on. It's going to draw
Yeah.
people in, and I think it's going to make quite a bit of money. It's people will
I
just go
think
and
so,
see
too.
it just for that.
Yeah, I mean, we
You
were
know?
there at 11 o'clock on a Sunday after a baseball tournament, and the theater had at least fucking 30 people in there, which is kind of a
Not bad.
lot for 11 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday.
Because the theater we have two theaters in town. It was a newer theater, and it was playing in one of the bigger theaters. It might be considered a small theater to the bigger cities, but for us, small little town, it was in a big theater. And I was shocked that so many people showed up to see it,
Mm-hmm.
because I just didn't think anyone. Because I usually show up late, like minutes before the movie starts, and I could still get a good seat. I mean, we walked in there and I was like, damn, there's hella fools in there. Luckily, we sat like right in the middle and no one was in front of us. So
Yeah, see, we had to sit in the way back because all the middle rows were taken.
I mean, but for what this movie was, the story was simple: drug dealers, cocaine lost in the woods. A bear came upon it and started snorting it, and then everything went haywire from there on. So
Fucking
I mean,
hella cast though, man.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta, fucking Crushed Ice. I like that dude.
Oh,
So-
crushed ice.
Yeah.
So I
Many
mean,
ice
I liked what was happening in it. I mean, the story wasn't much other than drug dealers trying to find their stash that they went down in a plane crash, and then the bear. I think the bear wasn't the main story in this. It was those
That's
drug
the problem.
dealers. Those drug dealers trying to find their cocaine, and then
Yeah.
all hell broke loose.
I think I kind of had a little problem with that because it was not just the cocaine bear and the drug dealers trying to find the cocaine. It was Carrie Russell and her daughter running away to go paint the waterfall. I don't know
Which I
if
don't
that's
even know
a
what that
thing.
means.
I didn't. They just
Yeah,
Who
kind of
knows? That's a bit
they
bizarre.
threw it at you and then didn't say anything else of it.
then you had the park ranger and the guy that the wildlife guy. Their I guess relationship, or she's trying to have a relationship. Then you got the
like
group
that
of
storyline.
teens.
That was funny.
You got the group of teens that get introduced. Then you got the hikers. I think it was maybe if they would have focused on the drug dealers and just had everybody just kind of at the park already.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
it was pretty much those teens were just there just to be stupid in the park. The park ranger and her trying to get her hump on with that dude. I mean,
We're
that
going
was
to
simple.
spoilers.
No, I'm just saying that's just what was
All right.
going on with all the
Well,
things.
yeah,
but
let's do-
overall, yeah, I loved it.
Let's do scores and then roll into spoilers. Matt, you want to give your score 1 to 10?
7 lines of the good stuff out of 10.
All right. Nez?
I'll give this not quite a 10.
Wow.
I will go 9.
Whoa.
Yeah, I liked it that much.
Brian?
I didn't like it as much as Nez, but I liked it just a little bit more than Matt, so I'll give it a 7.5.
What? All right, I'm gonna give it a 6, man. I think it was all right. I think it had the potential to do so much more, and it didn't.
Well, it's not a 2 or
It's
whatever
not
the fuck
2.
Nez gave it.
2.
It was definitely better than Midway, but I can't go as high.
Yeah.
as-
I think we got the Spider-Man No Way Home thing. I think Lance went to the movies. He was having a bad day, and he took it out on Cocaine Bear.
Should have had some cocaine in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet you his score would have been crazy on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Spoilers. What do we spoil about this movie? It's a fucking. I mean, people die.
Well,
The
my
bear's on
favorite
cocaine.
scene was
Nez, did you raise your hand?
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened.
I didn't even
clicked,
know that was
That's all right.
a thing.
You can speak.
You're telling me to stop?
No, I clicked something. I don't know what happened.
I wasn't sure if you were like.
But before I
Stop.
say what I'm before I
Raise
say
your
what
hand.
I'm gonna say, everyone, I'm Native American, and that's the how signal. So before you go, here's what I pressed. My bad. I pressed raise hand.
I thought you were telling me to hold on.
No, I was
Cease
trying
fire.
to get.
Don't talk.
If you put your cursor over the little heart, those little faces go up.
Wow.
I was trying to get those off the screen. I accidentally hit the raise your hand thing.
My favorite scene of events was the ambulance chase.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
I thought that was just wild.
Who are those two people? They've been in stuff before, right?
I think now I don't know their names, but I think they were comedic actors.
Yeah.
The
I think they were
Asian
like
lady
stand-up.
was.
Here he
Yeah.
is.
The Asian lady was. You were the odd man out, Lance, as usual.
Do what?
You were the odd
Huh?
man out.
What?
in the
Surprise,
Out
Lance.
man out. What do you mean?
Yeah.
On the score?
Yeah.
What
Lowest
about-
score
So wrong.
aside from you was me. I gave it a 6.
6 was the second lowest score after 2.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be on one of my lists. Sounds like it'll be on some of y'all's too, maybe.
Nez gave it a fucking 9.
I gave it a 9. I
I'm
loved
surprised you
it.
give it a 10.
All right,
I thought you were going to
think
give Grizzly a 10.
I've done this
I would
last-
have gave it a 10 if there was more good
Violence.
80s songs in it.
I've
Yeah,
done
If
this
it
the
had,
last-
like, you know,
I've done
made
this
me
the last
laugh,
couple of years.
I would have given it
Lance.
higher.
This will not be on your bottom list by the end of the year.
No,
Oh, this is the one that Brian's calling. Okay.
Yes.
I
All
agree
right,
with
fair
you,
enough.
Brian.
Fair enough. Okay.
This is right
I
now.
don't
This
think
is
this
on
is
my
gonna be
best
on either
of
of my
list.
yeah, I could tell.
But yeah, the ambulance scene was complete
Phenomenal.
craziness. The guy getting tore up in the back, the lady in the stretcher falling out face first and just dragging
The
across the
dude.
concrete.
That was fantastic.
What the scene I
The
loved,
bit
the
when
part I
they-
loved in that was when the bear was running at him after it got recharged
That's right.
with some coke, and then it
Coke.
just started hauling ass after them.
Yeah.
And they're
Well,
just
it's
like,
alright.
why the fuck is the bear chasing us?
And how the ranger was like, get down, because she was already all beat up and she had her gun. I thought she was gonna shoot that dude.
I thought
she shot that kid.
Yeah, right in the head.
That's
was
the part
pretty
that
cool
made me
scene.
jump. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that either.
I thought the bear was just
Who
gonna
gave
come
this lady a
crashing in
gun?
and get him.
Which I didn't understand how all that worked out because he clearly was standing in front of the door when she shot the gun.
She should have known.
She carries a gun on her at all times. Have you never been to a fucking range before? Maybe don't shoot the guy that's opening the door.
She had her eyes open, you know that?
Well, how often do park rangers get to shoot?
Probably
Something?
that was probably the first time ever.
But,
So she was
I mean,
taking advantage of it, man. She put on perfume for the occasion and everything.
I mean, they went for it with the blood and gore. I mean,
Yeah, they
especially
did.
like
Yeah.
that scene when the kid got his head blew a hole in his head.
Right.
The campers, they got that lady got chewed up
Yeah.
right in the beginning when
Yeah, the leg
threw
got
it-
thrown.
yeah, I was like,
Well, they
okay,
didn't
this is
show
where
a
we're
whole
going.
lot in that one.
But I
Yeah.
was shocked they showed that. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
gonna go like full speed, full throttle.
Yeah. No,
Later
I'm
on.
glad
Behind
you
the
guys.
tree.
I'm glad you
That was
guys
pretty
loved it. Matt, what did you give it?
I gave it 7. How could you give it 2?
Okay.
How
It's
could you give
Lance.
it 2, dude?
Horrible. Lame.
Oh,
He's
lame
Lance.
movie,
come
man.
on. No.
All right, you guys ready to wrap up?
We just started spoilers.
Oh,
But-
okay. Damn, this is gonna be a 4-hour show. This is gonna be an Eternal Darkness linked show.
Sorry.
The bear did cocaine. That's
I mean, it was cool. I know it's late for you, Matt. But the other part that I enjoyed
fine.
was the scene when Ice Cube or Junior or whatever was
Yeah.
beating
First
the hell
Ice-
out of those
Ice
dudes in the
Jr..
bathroom.
I'm
When
gonna
he
get
beat
it
those
going.
guys up in
That
he beat
yeah.
those guys up in the bathroom. I thought that
Yeah,
part
that
was
was
so
great.
funny.
When they
Uh,
tell him, "You're not scared," and he says, "No."
No.
You think
Well,
this is
they-
a joke? Yeah.
They
Yes,
messed
that's
his,
what it was. You think this is a joke? And he
they
goes,
put a hole in
"Yeah."
his jersey. I'd have been
Oh
mad too.
yeah. Poor
I know.
guy.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they attacked him. To be fair, okay, they had
Right.
a knife, but he's just like, okay, dude, all right, fair enough. He's saying
Right.
no. He could just back off.
He's a fucking drug dealer. He didn't have a gun in his pocket. That's what I was waiting for him to
Left
pull
it in the
out.
car,
Instead
yeah.
of
He
the
had
middle
it in the
finger.
glove box in
Like,
the
all
truck.
right, motherfucker.
Right.
He wasn't
Not-
expecting all
these
that. He was
weren't-
just going to the
These weren't very
bathroom.
smart. These weren't very smart drug dealers.
Well, Han Solo was heartbroken. His wife passed away.
Was that young Han Solo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Han Solo.
I was wondering, what did I know that actor from? Okay.
Wait, is that the guy with the weird mustache?
Yeah. There was Ice Cube.
Kept crying through the whole
With
movie.
the bear vagina on his ear.
This is a minor
The skinny-
scene, but it's
Oh, right.
at the end when they got the little dog. After all that happened, he put the dog next to Ice
Right.
Cube and he jumped back. He was like, "Is it on cocaine?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No."
Dogs.
That's pretty good.
I like the dude out
Okay.
of the three little teens, the one that hung with them
Yeah.
to the end, and
Yeah.
then when that cop was on the
Is that cat on
gazebo,
cocaine?
when he was on the gazebo, and they were like, "Get out of here!" and he just took off. I kind of forgot about him
Yeah.
until he comes
Yeah.
back at the end of the movie during the credits, and they were searching for bags of coke. I don't know how many. It
Yeah.
seemed like it was a plane full of them.
Looked
But
like
that
it,
kid
yeah.
got away with one. I think that was the last scene that I saw when he jumped in the back of that, or he threw the coke in the truck with a bunch of sheep, and then he stopped and he
Yeah.
got it.
Changed
He didn't
his
want
mind.
the
And
didn't
pulled
want
back out.
the
Yeah.
cocaine sheep.
There was that one, and then there's the one where the little dog and it's eating Ice Cube Jr.'s little fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
All right, hey guys, to continue with the theme of our humor tonight, since we're already going to get kicked off probably every format. If I were seeing a guy with a rainbow duffel bag and no shirt hitchhiking, walking down the street, I'd probably continue on.
Different
All
times
right.
in the mid '80s.
I know.
But I don't know who that kid was. I liked him. He was
We're
funny
gonna get
each
in
time.
trouble, aren't we, Matt?
Yeah.
We're head- we're
I
head-
think
we're
the
headed
Is he a stand-up guy?
I have no idea. It's the
I
first thing
feel
I've
like
seen
he's
him.
probably a comedian.
Done some
I've never
comedy?
seen him
Yeah.
before.
Pretty much the whole movie when the bear was running around with CGI. But was that a real,
right.
not a real bear, but a real, like a practical effect when it was laying on top of Han Solo?
I don't think so.
I
It
don't
kind of
think
looked.
so.
It kind of looked a little real though, didn't it?
Because there
got
were scenes,
barely
there were
air
scenes,
rug or
That's the
something.
problem.
there were scenes when it wasn't moving until it's opened
Yeah.
his eyes and got some more coke in it, and then it took off.
Yeah, that was.
I like
purely
the
CG.
introduction of the cocaine bear cubs.
Yes.
Cocaine Cubs.
I think what took a point off me for the film was the end when they were when it was
Okay.
in the dark. I don't know, but I don't know how maybe it was just
okay.
my theater.
Yeah.
That scene was too dark.
Yeah.
Too
Easy
dark.
enough,
Yeah.
what was
Oh,
going on.
okay. So I thought it was
Wasn't
real
thought it was
bright.
just they
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
added some moonlight or something because
Is
it was
maybe,
just
maybe it's just me. I did not buy Carrie Russell in this character.
Oh yeah, I don't like that actress to begin with.
she
so
was just a
that's-
mom. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
She's just a MILF.
she didn't. She wasn't running around with guns or anything like
She was
was
at
it
the
Planet of
end.
the Apes?
Right.
But I mean, she served her purpose. She was just
Yeah.
trying to find her daughter that skipped school to go do coke.
Painting
and I
the
don't know.
waterfall.
Oh, the other part, I don't know. I mean,
Painting
I've never done coke. I'm for real. But those little kids that took that whole knife full, and put it in their
No,
mouth.
Well, they
I mean,
spit most of it out.
Just
I don't
eat it.
No,
care. It
they-
didn't
they
matter.
do
Your
it like
mouth would have been
tablespoon.
numb.
Yeah.
From what I've heard,
Yeah.
Allegedly.
they put enough in their mouth to where they should have been feeling something.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
It'll definitely numb your gums a little.
Yeah, that's what my buddy said.
Allegedly, they'd been
Yeah.
mashed.
Heard
Yeah, I
it
think-
from a friend of a friend's cousin.
I think the kid's throat would have probably closed up and constricted or something. You know?
That one kid
Yeah,
was
their
pretty
lips would have
funny.
been loose.
Oh,
Yeah.
the boy.
Yeah, the little boy.
Yeah.
He was funny.
I don't
Right?
know how he climbed that big tall tree because there wasn't no branches on the
No,
bottom.
I know, and that part bothered the shit out of me because he's like
Yeah.
climbing it like a fucking bear.
Yeah,
like,
there's a
you know,
lot
that's
that
not how you
should have
climb
bothered the
trees.
shit out of you, man. Come on. Stupidest script ever, man. This is
I wanted to
Still,
see.
terrible.
still two though.
And
Still
again,
two.
the CGI just, I'm telling you right now, took me out of it. They were complaining about the first She-Hulk trailer. Really? The first She-Hulk trailer looked like real life compared to this movie.
Oh,
Okay.
This was terrible.
No, the CGI
Future
was
Mike.
way better than She-Hulk in this.
What movie did
Yeah.
you see? What
Okay.
This movie was awesome, everyone. I
I'm
don't
the
care
guy-
what Lance says.
I'm the guy that defends Marvel movies
Uh-huh.
and TV shows on here. That I can't defend because they had way more money than
Okay, that makes sense. I could.
We
also,
talk-
She-Hulk was still terrible, just to say.
we
I liked it.
talked
I had fun with it.
over Cocaine Bear.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! I liked it a lot better than Cocaine
Wait,
Bear.
what-
It actually added to the Marvel backstory. At least it tied into Shang-Chi and it
What,
had all kinds
She-Hulk?
of cool stuff going for it. Yeah, the TV show.
It's a one and done. It's got nothing to do with anything from here on out.
No,
except for-
dude, you still
Daredevil.
Had you still had the Abomination in the fight that
But that's
Long-
not going to
Long
lead
got
into
him
something
into-
major.
that
Your
tied into the
reviews in
Shang-Chi movie.
Abomination.
Man, come on, dude.
It's not going to lead into anything major.
It might. You never know, dude.
It's
Marvel.
not because they're starting a
have
whole
been
new
Okay,
phase.
okay,
Dude,
guys.
they had a
we're-
headline in
we're
the
getting off the
newspaper they were
rails.
reading that says,
Let's just all
War
agree.
Man-
Lance, you're
are-
racist against green people.
There's
We'll
a whole
disagree.
new phase that's got nothing to do with what we've
they
seen
refer
so
to
far.
Wolverine in the fucking article in the newspaper, man. They're
We-
Well, he's
we
coming
won't-
back for Deadpool.
Easter eggs in,
We're off the
in that shit.
rails.
He's coming back for Deadpool. But everyone,
right.
Cocaine Bear is good. I gave it a 9. The CGI was awesome. Was way better than She-Hulk's. But
But it's also definitely not a 9.
Okay.
Don't listen to Nez.
no, this movie was awesome. Everyone, go and
Nez has
enjoy it.
been, I would say drinking the Kool-Aid, but I think Nez has been sniffing one of
Well,
those
to play
baggies.
play the devil's advocate. Don't listen to Lance. This movie's not.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, he liked fucking
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery. Everyone. So
Oh yeah, the Pet Cemetery remake was good, man.
that was
I liked it.
garbage.
I love the end of it, man. I love the dark ending. That was more of a Stephen
You're
King.
probably gonna like the new Children of the Corn.
You think so?
I
Y'all want
think
to start
so.
placing bets on this? Because I'll bet I'm
Okay.
gonna hate it.
I hated the
Well,
trailer, but I'm still gonna
we'll
see
know.
it.
We'll find out. Oh, of course, we're all gonna see.
Well,
it.
I'll still watch it. So. All
right. Y'all got more? Or are you ready to? Y'all ready to head out? Because
No, I think we're going
Man,
on like
it's like-
3 hours, so
it's
we're
time
good.
for Matt to go
It's
to
all right.
school.
Plus, we won't see She-Hulk until the next Avengers movie in 5 years.
Yep. Well, You never know. She may pop up in one of these movies.
She better pop up in Daredevil.
I'll bet she pops up in Daredevil. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I
Yeah,
hope they
Daredevil
fucking
should
kill
pop up.
all of them and start over.
That's DC. They're starting all over.
Yeah, like
Allegedly,
I'm excited
but-
about DC, dude.
Cocaine Bear,
All right.
everybody.
Cocaine Bear. So,
Go see it.
Matt, Matt, thanks for joining us, dude.
It's a pleasure as always.
Tell
thanks
tell
for having me.
tell everybody where they can find you guys, man. Like you have
Well,
a website
yeah.
or what do you do? Podbean, or what do you do your podcast through?
Anchor FM, Spotify.
Anchor. Okay.
Yeah. Usual stuff. Stitcher, Apple, Google. The Eternal Darkness of Not So Spotless Minds podcast. So it's just me and Kate
Yes.
chatting shit about movies.
When's Kate coming on? She not like us?
Yeah. She's never been on the show here before.
I'll
she's-
drag her
she's-
along.
She'll probably get mad at Lance, but
That's okay.
Yeah,
bring her next
probably.
time.
I'll do so, but it would extend the show by at least an extra 2 hours.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, as always, we want to thank you guys for listening to another episode of The Horror Returns. We would love to hear your feedback and ideas. Check us out at thehorrorreturns.com. Allegedly, this week I'll get koozies out. I tried to get the first Patreon show up, Brian. I tried. I'm having trouble. Actually, Philip, since I'm coming out there next weekend, I'm going to bring my laptop. Maybe you can help me with this pop-up issue, and maybe you can help me figure out how to build a Dropbox. That part's
see
easy.
what I can do.
I think you'll have no problem. Because if I can Dropbox it over from the laptop to my home PC, I can get it done. But anyway, consider becoming a Patreon patron, yada, yada, yada. Next week, it is going to be our annual March Madness show.
Go in there now.
Is he going to be on March Madness or what?
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, March Madness show, and we've got way more hosts than we have slots, or we have way more contestants than slots for. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we get 5 votes per round, but we'll figure it out. I think Pedro's going to co-host. Brian, how do you think that's going to work out?
You know what? I've seen the list of movies you sent. If you need me to jump in as somebody to even it out,
Okay.
I
Most
think
of these you've seen, right?
I think I looked at the list. I think there's 2 movies I haven't seen.
Well, you can watch those this week, and then we'll be good to go.
All right, so I don't have to host.
You don't have to host. We got Pedro. He's going to do everything. Pedro, if
Nice.
you're listening.
Why are
So anyway, Matt, until the horror returns again.
Good night.
Cocaine Bear, everyone.
All right, cool. I knew y'all were all gonna like it. It's not really a 2. It's maybe like a